Hi, boss.
Yes, I did. Allow me to play the advance. Savez-vous que les enfants de 12 ans et plus peuvent se faire vacciner contre le coronavirus? Protégez-vous, vos proches et la société en général en vous faisant vacciner. Nous pouvons vous aider, vous et vos enfants, à vous inscrire gratuitement. Contactez Gambia Talents Promotion au 404 593 62 15 ou envoyez un email à info@gambiatalentspromotion.org. Rappelle-toi, le coronavirus est réel. Faites-vous vacciner dès aujourd'hui.
Okay.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. How is everybody doing?
Alhamdulillah, we are fine.
I'm seemingly hearing a lot of distractions, and I hope we all settle down. Liro sutiata nan tongolale, wate bijagin nan dongli. And what I'm referring to is the issue of the intensive coverages that we have been doing in the past few months, starting with the politics, trickling down to the Christmas, New Year's, and festive coverages. It must have been a lot of great experience for all of you participating in the different projects. I continue to see you grow by the day. I continue to see people improving when we go out in the field and we are doing things. And that is what is important. The more you are out in the field, the more experience you will have. The more you will learn, the more mistakes you will make. It's okay to make mistakes. What is not okay is to make a mistake, to keep repeating the same mistake over and over and over. Willingly, willfully, and knowingly. Now, if you don't know, it's a different story. But if you know about a particular thing and you are giving feedback, you can do it in a completely different way. So, I
Mr.
hope
Joof, Babukar
this.
koy post na Instagram code.
Excuse me.
Babukar koy Instagram code sena.
Instagram code. Okay. I just forwarded it back to the group. Yes, so the more whoever is broadcasting this, if it is breaking, you better do it at one platform. I'm not sure if you chosen to do it on two platforms. To avoid it breaking, just put it on Facebook and then we'll put it on YouTube later so you can edit the settings. Now, what I am saying is it's important we are all on the same page. Liro Sutiatan and Tongolale, over the past few months, you have all worked very hard in trying to get things done and get things done the right way. You learned from one skill to another. Some of you had a lot of buzz in it, and I know you've been wanting buzz. One like Aisha Rukoli has by default made herself entitled to it and thinks she can. She's now at my level. Mama Garmi Agmemuna, that's they're competing me now, but it's okay. Anyway, we just need to finish up what we have started. Last weekend was another hectic one because it was Christmas and we did a wonderful job. This weekend is coming up and we should be doing the same thing. After which we should wrap up. I promise you guys. With the politics, now if the court between UDP and NPP was going to drag, then we would say that, oh, we have a long way to go as that is continuing. things will gradually get better, as hopefully President Barrow will be inaugurated on January 19th or thereabout, and then um, hopefully we will be relaxing from politics for a little bit before the local government, the parliamentary election comes up. So that is where we are. Now we are going to continue to do what we do best. We are an institution and we are not an event-based institution media platform. We have our own internal programs that we should be able to do, and then we take care of the needs of the masses or the basics that the Gambian people need. We educate, inform, and entertain them on a daily basis. As long as it is happening, we will bring it up to the people. So, Fufule Ntolu, we had 2 weeks ago when we had the meeting right after the elections, I told you we talked about the possibility of doing a party. Just yesterday or 2 days ago, Echo Darling, that is here in America, sent money for that party. I was gonna do it, and I told you guys somebody has promised to sponsor a party. The person has actually sent the money already for us to. Uh huh. Can you guys hear me?
Hello, Mr. Joof. Leave her face.
I'm talking.
Yo, Mila.
I am talking.
Yeah.
Can you guys not hear me? You cannot hear me still. Can you
Now we
hear
are
me or
here.
no? Okay, yes. So I said 2 weeks ago, right after the election coverage, when we had our meeting, I congratulated and complimented you guys, and we talked about doing a party for the office. I have the intention and the heart to do it. And then a sister called Echo Darling, who is here in the US, had offered to actually contribute. So she has already sent some money for us to do a party. So in late January, we'll be having a nice party for the office and for all of you. So we grace up for that. I said it and we'll make it happen. We'll appreciate more support, but then if nothing, between what Echo sent and what I would give, we will be able to have a very nice and decent party that you guys can enjoy yourselves. So what is left is less than a couple of weeks of, let's say, intensive coverages, and we should be able to go back to our normal routine. However, let me just take some 10 minutes to ask folks around, as you've been going about doing all these coverages, from the political coverages until the most recent entertainment coverages, festive mood. Um, what are your thoughts? What is the mood like? Are you learning anything new? I've asked the same questions about, when we came back from the election coverages. So I want to know what people have learned. Have you learned any new skill? A good number of you have engaged in different things or different type of projects. Have you learned anything new?
Yes, Mr. Yoga. Yeah, I have learned something new. I'm learning about this thing. Solo, your life. How to go live with this your life.
Oh, okay. That's good.
Hey.
And how are you doing it? Have you already started using it?
Yeah, I started using it when we go to State House with Isaac Ture and at the at Isaac Kolike and at the court courthouse.
Oh, okay. You did it all by yourself?
No, I was using the U Life, but Isaac was controlling the phone.
Oh, okay. So you guys did okay. That's good. That's wonderful. I'm glad that's what I want to hear. I want to see and hear all of you learning new skills. Every day you come to the office, I will appreciate it if each of you learn one or two new things. It doesn't have to be big things. It could be the small little things, but it's important that you learn new things. It could be anywhere from, let's say, as a videographer, your camera angles, your different shot types, learning how to operate the new device like the U-Live, how to fix your tripod, color correction, if it is editing, if it is using a different camera than you normally use, you should be able to learn different skills. And as journalists too, the same thing. So I'm glad you did. How was Farafenye?
Yeah, it was nice. Alhamdulillah.
Hold the mic up
It was
and
nice.
turn around, let people see you. Hmm? Why was it nice? Because you are from Farafenye?
Yes, and was our event, sir. Our family
Lol,
event.
lol la nak
Uh-huh.
legi meb nala.
Huh?
Mane meb nala. Next time, wa ami diba mu dem benen production mu bañ dinañ xam naka la because Farafenye seen event la, it's a family event you went. Beñ waxaat la nga dem si dekk yi xam nga Mr. Joof xam nga. Hmm? Dinañ xam meb nala. Man maa leen gën a gaaw man ndongo Farafenye la gaay ne ndongo Banjul man ndongo Farafenye la. Hmm? And why was it nice?
Huh?
Why was
Yes,
it nice?
the divas come together from different countries.
Okay, so you were able to meet your Bonsungo, right?
Yes.
That's good. All right. Any other person learned anything new with regards to the job? So none of you learned anything new. Only Amidiba has learned something in the past 2, 3 weeks. You are all at the same level. Turn around, let me see. That's not realistic. You've all been going for different coverages, and every coverage is an experience of its own. So I cannot believe that none of you learned anything new. I cannot believe that. Please, let's talk, guys. I would expect each of you to tell me one thing you have learned. You've been going for different coverages from the rest of the political coverages. Let me see, those of you that have been going to the courthouse, there might have been a good number of experiences. Those of you that have been going to the even yesterday, some of you that went out for coverages, whether it was those that we sent to Serekunda or the NPP bureau, those we sent to UDP bureau. I mean, those of you that have been going to Semester Avenue, those of you that have been going to the Christmas coverages, like seriously, all of this, you must have learned new things. And I would like to know what you have learned.
Yes. Well, the only thing I learned is this UDP case at the High Court. Um, First of all, the again the importance of time, and also as a media house, this one is my own opinion. As a media house, we have to try and rely on ourselves, because last time it's true that we don't have an experience um, to cover the court cases accordingly. That's why we are asking Yankuba to always come and explain things to us. I think if we don't learn, we will not know how to do it, and we have to learn. Along the way, we will make mistakes and other things, but that's the way we supposed to learn. Because I already explained this last time. Um, yes, I already explained this last time, and I don't think when Yankuba refused or is reluctant to help us explain things accordingly, we should blame Yankuba. I don't blame him, because he's working for another media house. He was just helping us. But also, if he refused to do it, it's okay. But we should learn uh, to understand how things goes, especially these court cases. So when I explained that to you, Mr. Joof, um, we discussed that we're supposed to be there very early ourselves to know how things went, so that when we came out, or so that when we come out of the court, we will be able to explain exactly what happened. And also, these legal terms, there are also problems. Legal terms. Sometimes somebody can stand here and explain things. These are the things that happen inside the court, but the terminologies he will use, if you are not used to it or if you don't know, you will not be able to understand exactly what happened. So for that being a case, last time I went very early. Yes, this yesterday. Last week I went a little bit early, but then yesterday I went very early, and I was able to sit at a very good place. So I was able to understand what they were saying. Also inside there, I was also asking people. Again, I was very closer to Yankuba. I was asking him some of these terminologies and other things, and it helps a lot because whenever I listen to media houses regarding these cases, when they talk, the terms they use, I end up understanding them. Some of them, I take them, I make research so that I can understand them because this is a process. Along the way, uh, its kind can come again where I wouldn't have to go and ask people. I will just, from what I know, I'll just be able to explain exactly. So I was able to listen to the cases, how the Chief Justice was narrating up to the end. I was able to go out and have something at least to explain to the public. And also, I was also proud that that is coming from a GTTV intern directly. It's not coming from another person that is not from our media house. So I was very happy with that. I don't know everything, but the little I know there, thank God, that was great. Um, this is the little thing I want to say.
Thank you very much. And I'm glad you brought this issue up. You see, me, this thing right here is very important to me. I am very passionate about this project, which is this idea of helping you guys to enhance your skills, to build up your capacity. I can hear a lot of noise. Can we settle
Mr.
down? What
Ju,
is going on? Uh-huh.
yes, just to add on to what Sirif had said,
Who is talking?
uh, Fatma Rasanya,
Okay.
yes, I think we should attach a special journalist to court so that if there is any court case running, the person can be there covering the
Mhm.
court. I think that will help us a lot.
Thank you. Thank you for the feedback.
Yes.
Um,
Mm.
what I wanted to say is the fact that I am very passionate about supporting you guys to build your capacity. I have made a concerted effort to educate all of you, and you can see the energy that I go by. Sheriff, as this case started, I called the office every morning at the time, and we talked about certain things, and I give you all the necessary tips that you need to follow. Not only you, but you and everybody else that goes to the court. Um, to our California, you can take the horse to the river, you cannot force it to drink. Just a couple of days ago, if you guys follow, I shared the entire 16 or 18 volumes of TRRC report on the WhatsApp group. Not only did I share it there, I called the office and I told Babukar, the admin assistant, to download them and save them on the computer somewhere and make sure that all of you are communicated to know that the TRRC report is here for people to look at. Um, because I believe you may not be able to open some of those things in your phone, especially some of you say you have limited capacity on your phone. As a result, I want to make sure that it's readily available. I did that for a purpose because the TRRC is a very important thing. And in the next 1 year, a lot of things will happen with TRRC. That's why I left the voice message I left in the group. The reason why I bring up the TRRC is because it's similar to this court case. When it comes to political reporting, when it comes to, court reporting, a type of reporting, you're supposed to, of course, have the language register. You're supposed to have the technical know-how. I mean, or to understand the technical language and the words that are used in the courthouse. And it's only by going there that you will understand it. Now, to say that to bring in, to have our own people to do the analysis, it's not impossible. And it is okay, Sheriff. I want to assure you that it's okay to have an outsider to come and help us unpack, who understand issues better, to help us unpack. You have said it, you are new into this. It was your first time going to cover these cases. The more you do it, and you were learning from them, I'm glad that you were learning. The more you do it, the better you will get at it. However, you are not at the same level as all the other people that are doing it, that have probably specialized in this. Not only that, they have had multiple trainings, and this is what they do every day. When they come to office, they go to the courthouse. That's where they're assigned, and they cover court cases on a regular basis. It's much different than your case, and it's good to understand that. It's good to appreciate where you are, and I'm proud of you for the efforts that you have made. However, there is nothing wrong with bringing an outsider. Myself, I did a show last week after the court. In the evening, I did a show. I brought in Keksane to help unpack these issues. And that is very normal and it's very okay. I mean, you sit and see me being contacted. Okay, what can information can you tell us? I mean, Fat Samba, all the time, she'll be out in the field and radio stations will call. Not even long ago, it happened that a couple of radio stations have to call her to put her in during their news for her to tell them what she knew about the particular case where she was actually reporting. So Lulu is very typical and is very normal in the field. We do it together. But do I agree with you? And should we empower our people for you? I mean, to be able to do these things on your own? Yes, I definitely want to empower you folks. I want to see you folks get this thing going and be professionals at it. We allow you to make mistakes, go out in the field, make mistakes, and then correct those mistakes. And as long as you are willing to learn and make mistakes and correct them, we will continue to give you that opportunity. So all of you should take the opportunity. And I say it, some of you want to specialize. It's good to specialize, but it's good to have this knowledge of all these different components of journalism and media work. And with time, you will be able to grow and grow fast at it. So I'm glad you said that, Sheriff, but it's very okay to have somebody to actually help us unpack and break down the issue. So the court is an experience. There would be more court cases, and hopefully you will be sent there and you'll be given the opportunity to be trained, have some theory lessons when it comes to court reporting, and the rest, of course, we will take up from there. Any other, person learned anything new? For all the different coverages that you are going, so only Sheriff and Amidiba learned something new. You've all been to different settings. You've all been to different places. So let me be specific here. Kulubari, for example. Go ahead.
Bintu.
Yes, Bintu.
Last week, during the meeting, you told us to learn about the website, and last week, Sirif has taught me about it, how to upload news there.
How to put news on the website, yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good piece to learn. That's why Sheriff mentioned it to me earlier, to remind him so that we can talk about the website. However, it's practically impossible to do much about it just because we have the holiday coverages to do. So I just told Sheriff that we will continue the discussion about the website next week. But for today, yes, we focus on some of these things. So what I was going to say is give an example. Yesterday, when Kulubali and Garmi and Musa and them went to the UDP house, whatever happened there, we said go live. When you guys went there, your mic was not working for 10 to 15 minutes. I wasn't following you. Somebody had to call me on WhatsApp to say, hey, we've been trying to watch your people. Whatever they are reporting on, it's been about 10 minutes and their mic is not working. Can you check that out? I started calling Garmi's phone and trying to reach out to you guys. That should be an experience. Secondly, I said, use your radar. I don't know what is happening there. We just sent you to go and get the sample to see what the reaction of, I mean, UDP and what is happening at Useno Dabo's house and or thereabout. So even if that didn't, you could have used your radar and walk from that place coming down and then asking people their opinions and whatever was going on, doing reviews and analysis. I know you guys stood there and just did a couple of, I mean, reporting to say, "Oh, this is what happened. We went to the house and we are told that now, I mean, the lawyer will write something." I've heard what you guys said. However, I don't think it should have been limited to that alone, because you had the opportunity to have continued to walk through, I mean, walk back from that end, I mean, and see how is the mood like about the particular case, because this is not a small thing. It was a big thing. Election was held on the 4th. On the 5th, we are told that, okay, I mean, the results are announced. UDP rejected the results with SFL and GDC. Afterwards, UDP filed a petition 10 days or thereabout into the, I mean, thingy. And the matter has been dragging in court for the past 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. So that court case is a big thing to strengthen our democracy. UDP was a very interested party in this, and they are a big stakeholder in it. How they react to it is very important. How the general public react to it is very important. I wasn't on the ground. I don't know. And I told you guys, honestly, I cannot tell you everything, but I can just give you the tips. So if you went there, you want to tell me you haven't learned anything from that experience.
Good afternoon, Mr. Joof. Okay, as we know, every day is a learning process. Yesterday we went to pipeline at
But why
the
were you
UDP.
quiet then? Why were you quiet? Why do I have to spot you out personally? You said every day is a learning process, but for the past 15 minutes, I've been asking, have you learned anything new? Has anything learned? I'm spotting you guys out individually. Suma pare si yow,
Yes,
maa ngi ñëw si Aissatou College. She's been to Semester Avenue. It's her first or second time, and I would expect that she learned something new there. So su fekkee ne yéen waxu leen, the man must spot out leen, then that's an issue because I asked. Have you learned anything new? Have you learned anything new? Have you learned anything new? Now go ahead and tell us what you learned.
okay, like I say, every day is a learning process. Yesterday we went to the party leader house, that is lawyer Hussein Dabo, me and Mohammed and Musa. So we went there for the main things that take us there. It is about this court issue. So by the time we reach there, we find a few military as UDP securities and the executive members of UDP and the lawyers. Then after we start approaching them one by one to ask them whether we can have interview with them, but actually they did not allow us to give us information like about when you come to this court issue. So we sit there 2 to 3 hours. We went to the security, the one sitting at the gate. We asked him whether we can have access to get inside and have interview with executive, those who are inside. So the person said that like he cannot give us like the chance to go inside and have interview with them because right now they are working on something inside and they are very sad and some people are even crying according to what the security told us. So we are there. Then after we saw Assis Ben Judah, then Muhammad designed to go and meet him and ask him about how the things are going on. But actually, what Assis told Muhammad that right now he cannot tell us anything. But anyway, he can send a message to Muhammad on through the WhatsApp page. Then after we meet the lawyer, I don't know, it's a Bori Ture. Mohammed was talking to Bori and asked Bori whether we can have interview there. But the way Bori responded Mohammed, it was not done. He just do Mohammed like this and go his own way. So this is a legal thing. We cannot go directly. We start doing our interview and analyzing things are going down without taking permissions from them. So that's why we take permission with and there is no one who responds us to tell us that yes, you can go on. Then we decide to move to another site. We do our commentary there with our own me and Mohammed. So later on, we realized that like the mic was not going. Then Mohammed told us, let's repeat it. Then after Musa was having the video, by the time we came inside the office, there Musa aired the project. So that is another line and moment.
Okay,
Besides,
we will
yeah.
talk about those things more into details. I just want to say we just received a sad news. Our deputy county coordinator Ida Kebe just lost her dad. Ida just lost her dad, so we're praying for that soul to rest in peace. We send our condolences to Ida and her family. And just like 2 days ago, we had a funeral, of course. One of our former interns, Sheikh Fal, um, of course, lost his wife. We extend our condolences to Sheikh Fal's family as well, Sheikh and his family. Like I said to you guys yesterday, the team was there. We sent a delegation to Sheikh Fal's house to extend their condolences. We'll do the same thing with Ida to actually pay tribute to our late dad. May his soul rest in peace. That is life. Kan mo gina es lela rek jumale ta kutayata bale kullu nafsin zaiqatul mautum bebe falale inshallah. So I just want to announce that to you guys and to the rest of our viewers. We're asking for prayers for that. Um, Ida was just here a few seconds ago, and I know she must be devastated this minute. I just received that news right now. Now, continuing with the conversation, um, we will be sending you out to the field at different places and different levels to do different things. Aisatukoli, I mentioned your name as far as you going to the airport is concerned, and I asked earlier if you have any experiences, and I referenced all the different shows, and none of you said anything. You want to tell me you have not learned anything going to the airport?
Well, I think the Semester Avenue, it's no different to the Vox Pop that we normally do. So it's nothing new to me. The only thing is you have to be a loose person when you're doing the show. So when you're doing the program, Lara. So like most of the people in the office will say you're too serious to do this thing and stuff. So entertainment actually it's not my way of focused, but then that is it. I try as much as I can to create joke and then to have a bond with my Muna Ofa to Samba. So that is it, yeah.
Why are you covering your mouth?
Anything.
Well, it's very different from the normal vox pops you do. The setting is different, the place is different, the people you meet are different, the questions you ask are different. It is different in every way, shape, or form. Normal vox pop, mostly you are serious. I mean, just to go sample people's opinion. In this case, I mean, you are trying to achieve a particular goal of welcoming folks and interacting with them, asking them. The bond is much closer. In fact, the questions you ask is much more. So the fact that it's at the airport, um, it's a completely different situation, and the approaches should be different. However, can you piggyback on some of the lessons you have had or experiences doing vox pops? Yes, they have a few similarities, but there are a lot more differences than similarities, and it's good you understand that. Anyway, we'll come back to that. Um, as we grow into it, I gave you guys some feedback on that earlier, the Semester Avenue team, and I hope you put that into consideration. Now, the New Year's is coming, and the next few days there are several programs that are happening that we would need to be covering or be participating in. Um, we, of course, indeed have to excuse Ida at this point, That's something she was gonna do. Fatsamba's car has a problem, an issue, and she's trying to fix that to facilitate mobility for her and the office. So in the meantime, we need to be able to um, figure out how it is going to be. On Christmas Day, you were asked to come. A good number of you gave times or were given times, and you didn't show up. I have to send a message to the group to say whoever stays in their comfort zone, they can stay home. It is something that I mean. Earlier, I don't know if you guys heard when I called, I asked for the phone numbers of a couple of people. I'm about to engage them right now. This might be it for them at Gambian Talents. This is not a joking place, it's an institution, and you've all made the commitment to come here and learn or work. In the process of learning, we identify and we put you on our team as a staff, and it continues. I mean, people continue to grow in different aspects. As I've always told you, it's input that determines output here. Whatever one does is what you get at the end of the day. I'm not shy or ashamed to say it. Even if it is $1 that you are getting paid, you just must respect the terms and conditions that you have agreed to participate in this, the rules, the regulations, the expectations, the code of conduct and stuff. Any institution without rules, regulations, ethics, codes of conduct and stuff is doomed to fail. We have to set standards. People have to be able to follow these standards in order to deliver. You have to have regulations that will run across the board and should apply to anybody and everybody. So we have new memos, but this idea of folks committing to do something and not fulfilling it is not okay. It's a typical Gambian thing, like aben bala jato le kono, aben yellow le kono. And a good number of you might have been used to that. It's not the conventional way of doing things here at Gambian Talents. We must be able to stick to our words. We must be able to do the things that we commit to do. Nin lafita purka nga barako soto. So in buga teki, buga yield dividend, buga ko make, chilinyo def. We must invest time. All of you have a very long way to go. A very, very, very long way to go. We talk about learning new skills. Every single time you go out in the field, there are a lot of things that you guys do that could be done differently. Adun je kuma atale lol dafa am solo bu baax. So by participating in the projects, we allow you to learn, make mistakes, and you grow into it. Wakuma yata bakele. I see you all growing by the day, but you still have a long way to go. Just like I've asked Kulubali, if I was in there with them, a lot of things would have been done differently. However, I wasn't there. We will talk about that more. So when you make a commitment, you are supposed to fulfill it. And this idea of this is my specialization is good to specialize. Like I said, on a typical day, a normal day, but no media platform, no institution can sustain you to say, ko, itebe kela, itebe nyindron nekela. At this day and in this day and age, it's just not practically possible. For you to say you're just going to specialize in it. In fact, we don't have the need for that. There is not, it's not like a situation, for example, we are talking about code. Is there a code going on every day? The politics is getting over with now. If you are a political correspondent, for the most part, do the politicians have anything going on right now? Yes, it's getting there is a build up. If it is entertainment, there is a level. There are times that it gets busy. Most of these things are seasonal. Gambia is not as big and we are not as versatile, and there's not a whole lot that is going on in any sector that you must say ko itabe nyin drone nekela adoibe or drone nekela. And that's it. Because it's just not gonna work. Yes, the past 1 year has been intensive when it comes to politics and stuff. You think President Barobe Wato Sotlale Wato Wati Purkatama Kata Wulo Kono Akawota Amabame Beke Aisha Tokoli and them going with him. Mostly it was political base. He utilized it to the best of his ability to go and tour the country, initiate projects, Kabero, Lo, Kakol, Beke, just to win the hearts of the people. Let's see how often he will go. Even his one time Fenko, I remember fully 2 years ago or 3 years ago, yeah, Fenke Janne Kaile, citizens were begging for him to go meet the people or to come out and talk to the people just because he was so mute and so quiet. So if even next year after the parliamentary election and everything, you would not see President Barrow going out most likely. Now I should qualify to say, okay, I'm attached to Barrow, you see if you will have a job or something to do, because there wouldn't be anything to do at the State House. There wouldn't be. Tinna bita tubabu abe sambala. Abe tunabe tamala tumando ba wulo konota abe fonyala wula tubabu. And they've not been taking us to Tubabudu, unfortunately. Unfortunately, they've not been taking us to Tubabudu.
Seriously, and I need to go to Tubabudu now.
Well, it's just the fact, and we cannot be in denial. So, Nyina Mukwati, whatever you do, you just need to learn new skills and be ready to do them. Be ready to explore other things. That way, and wherever the institution deems you fit is where we are going to position you. If we give you any project to participate in, you should ask yourself, why me? Nkaofalele all the time. When you are given a project or you are assigned a project or you're involved in a project, ask yourself, why me? Amanke koida mala anode. There could be other people. So some of you who will make it hard or make it difficult, that's what it is. You are not supposed to make life hard for people, your supervisors, your leaders, Allah nyatonkol. Ni FM for isa keno, e kato danguke. Be flexible, be available. Be available. Learn. Be willing to learn new skills. Sebajela naketa, it will go a long way. I am considering 5 new positions to be filled. 5 new positions to be filled. And it will be occupied by folks that are here. It is input that determines output. I've been saying it. We all need to grow. What we bring to the table is not only nkanale dronkata coverage la. What you do when you go for coverage is important. How much you are learning is important. Your level of discipline is important. Your commitment is important. Your dedication is important. Your honesty is important. Kujamale vijay that we would consider to give responsibilities and promotion and benefits and pay increase to people. And I want each and every one of you to succeed, and I've been saying it. So Alngankato Dangoke to make sure that we deliver and we deliver the right way. Not only because I'm interested in politics or APRC or UDP, I am going into that. I go in for that, yes, because ntemo APRC reti or NPP reti. So NPP soto. I know that here, some people when it comes to the politics, anything related to their party they go to. Some people are interested in the entertainment. They want to go to the entertainment. It's a free pass for them to be able to enter Purieta Patila. I know that. I know ko just like I tease Amidiba, fela tata farafenye. Amira ninka eta kunta ur next time abe parela tarale. So we should be able and willing to do some of these things as long as we commit that we want to be in a media platform. It runs across the board. So Wole BJ, now we talk about the schedule. New Year's is coming for the next 3 days. There are several things that are happening for the next 3 days, and we need to be participating in it. We need to show the Gambian people, whether it is political related, but mostly is entertainment and cultural related. From the Banjul Cultural Festival, there are a couple of things that are happening. Some of you were there, last week. We also have the hauntings and stuff that will be coming out on New Year's Day at Banjul. New Year's Eve, we are going to do the same thing that we did during the New Year's Eve. The plan was for Fatsamba and Ida to host the panel, and Sima and I will join from this end. And we have all of you, the rest of you out in the fields, reporting live from different places. Some of you were here last year. We did it. We're hoping to do the same thing, to report from Senegambia, to report from Banjul, to report from Westfield, to report from Birkama, report from Basse and different places. We are making that schedule. Hopefully by today or tomorrow, we should be done with it and post it for all of you to see, and we'll discuss it with you. We expect folks to be reliable. These are great moments. These are historic moments. Last year and this year are completely different. COVID was here last year. Not a whole lot was going on. So we have different things that are going on. I mean, on Christmas Eve, that we want to do that countdown. I mean, and timing is very important. Sirif has said it earlier. Now, because it's New Year's Eve, especially for that particular coverage, however you are going to be, ila kune duma. It's unfortunate, and I'll say it. We don't have money to give you guys wardrobe to go buy new clothes. Mafo ale fen kuto dung. Ni me fen kuto dung, adung soto adung. Ko am yere bu es solko. Ko amul yere bu es lu way am lol nga duge geew. Tela kune duma ta nga gene sa ron waxande bi nga foot ko passé ko bem bax nga sol ko. Preferably for New Year's, people wear dresses. For ladies, men can wear simis, suit, whatever it is. Boam, it could be African as well. The fabric doesn't matter. Normally, I'm just giving examples for folks not to avoid. I would say not to. If that's what you have, that's what you have is fine. Wearing jeans and sneakers, t-shirts, I mean, it's not recommended. Jigéen ñi ka kurto dung, if that's what you want to do, that's what you have, fine. But dresses are usually recommended for New Year's Eve, especially you working in media. If you are able to do this, it's great. We don't have the budget to support you financially to go buy these things. Excuse me? Did anybody call my attention?
Yeah, I said afternoon.
Oh, Fatu just came. Okay, yeah. So we are not emphasizing on quality here or expensive outfit. Dinako had again. Mafa later bank to break a bank. Wala them break a bank, them baran, them def anything that is out of the norm or general principles of life. Purna dangarem jendi a new outfit. I'm not asking anybody to do that, men or women. But if you have it and you want to dress up nice, it's great. We wish Gambia was like Senegal or different places where tailors, fashion designers, and people in the fashion industry would have solar len bembach and def senbir. You can engage some of those people if we need to engage them on your behalf. The tailors, the fashion designers, and other people. I mean, Kulen Muna Solal, that would be wonderful. At least you mention them and mention what they do, and it's free publicity for them. I said to Kolimangi Diga Demba Yange Wak, the guy that gives you the shoes and the outfit, whatever, Kimo Masolal. I saw Maimuna as well bragging about her red and black or whatever she had on yesterday. So it's important. I see Fat Samba all the time talking about Kimoma Solal, Kimoma Johli, Kimoma Johlele. It's important, and we wish we were able to have that. We wish people were able to solal you guys. It's gonna get there. It doesn't just come in one day. It's a step-by-step thing. But dingen for aga, inshallah. So until then, though, your dress code is important. Yen chepei, you want to do your makeup, you better start early enough. Transportation dafa naxare am, so you are all supposed to be at the office at 8 o'clock for us to get set ready. We will provide you with dinner. If everybody eats, gen them. You should be at the place to be able to do your work, because immediately after midnight is done, so they don't fireworks, so they don't any form of entertainment. Traffic is just usually crazy from the little that I know. So knowing that, you have to be able to leave by 9:30 so that you guys can make it in time to at least start gathering content and whatsoever. We will have the panel and we will be bringing you guys live from the different locations that you will be at, that you will be reporting from. Dinañ leen indi from the different locations that you will be reporting from. Again, some of you were here last year and you participated in that project. We hope to do the same thing. We went to Birkama. There are things happening there. We went to Senegambia. Something is happening there. Westfield, Banjul, Nabia, and then we're in Bara. I remember fully. 345 reported from Basse last year. Garmi reported from Dakar, Senegal last year. These are all different things that actually took place, and we take pride in doing so. So we are expecting the same thing again this year. I emphasize again, timing is very important. Kusee defar sa bopa, kusee defar memo vite kungo dada surtu alto nyeng sunkutundingol yen chepe yi, kusee defar sa bopa, kusee defar sa nielsi, kusee defar sa weyi, kusee defar hef, makeup, whatever type of makeup, you better do it and do it early enough, so that you will be here by 8 o'clock. You guys have dinner, and then we'll dispatch you. Not later than 9:30, 10 o'clock. Ngeen aga fi ngeen a dem 10:30, and then you can set up, do whatever you need to do your interviews, do whatever you need to do. I mean, for the New Year's. So it's very important that we brace up for the timing. It's very important that we respect the time, we stick to it, and we make it happen. It's a special day. After that, so pass na. So whatever you miss, whatever you don't have, you would not have again until another time in another way. So this is what I had to say. Fatu, from the experiences, you want to add to what I have just said? I just mentioned earlier that you will be working on the schedule today, and we'll post it out for them to see. And we expect everybody to come on time, not to act like they did during the Christmas until 2 o'clock when I woke up, which is 6 a.m. here. Only to look at the phone and I saw you send a message or saying that people are not still there. This is one thing. Li all of it wax ne lo doonu talibem de ron serignam. For you that are interns or you are staff and you want to sit down, yen sen boss yi di len gëna liggéey. That shouldn't be the case. Everywhere around the world, as a junior person, you are supposed to endeavor, you're supposed to have the determination, the zeal, the endurance, the perseverance in to do things pour janga, pour, of course, impress your boss. And you should be able to do a lot more work. Bossy ak fi ñoo liggéey. At Gambian Talents is usually the opposite. Dama ko dee wax. It's the boss that do most of the work. Yen ngeen ñoo join. Most of you will just come and tag along sometimes. The amount of sacrifices they make, their level of flexibility, availability, they are the ones that do most of the things. Of course, with support from a good number of you. And it should be the opposite. There are even instances that we are supposed to have a meeting and folks will suggest nañ change time boss yi pour boss yi teel a ñëw ñu def meeting ñoom ñu ñëw later. Tudduma la mbaay xam nga sa boppa. Yow mi suggestoon loolu. But whatever the case is, it's very important that we are on the same page to make sure that we sacrifice and are readily available. If it is going to take you 2 hours to leave your house and get to the office, please leave 2 hours before. This idea of moto amut, we already know moto do am te manko tela wax mba fokan juna mba dante kan. If you know, we already know moto dafa nek a problem that day, you should be at the office at 8 o'clock is what I am telling you. You must respect the time, you must work on the time, which means so need pour gain at 6 o'clock, gain at 6 o'clock. Natra inyanta leave la 9 o'clock, naka 4 o'clock, leave at 4 o'clock. If you need to go do your nails, you need to do your makeup, you need to go get a haircut as the boys, whatever you are going to do. You need to buy an outfit. Do it today, tomorrow, or whenever. Do it earlier in the day. So there's the office being a code expect to mangen you talk fini, what to them on air jot or what to them feel be jot, and you get makeup. If you have one person or two people that are training you or showing you or helping you to do your makeup, tell leen a ñëw pour def ko. But at least latest, everybody should be here by 8. Whether you want to come in at 8, you want to come in at 8 o'clock, 7:50, 7:45, 7 whatever. I don't care. Even if you want to be here at 3 o'clock, be here. If you think the finger ñoo defaree sa boppa bi. And I'm saying this because some of you may have those plans. Damaa ñëw make up, damaa ñëw defar sama boppa bi, damaa ñëw defar lii. Most of the time, you the ladies are obsessed with those things. You want to be focused on that. Ba liggéey bi ni ngeen ko war a defee du ngeen ko defee. So timing is very important to be here at 8 o'clock, not later than that. I've also talked about dress code, preferred dress code for New Year's type of events, gala events, and the like, where I said to remind Lendek simis or suit of any type of fabric, even if it is African, is fine. I have talked about um, uh, not only that, all the other components that I've mentioned earlier. Now, when it comes to going out in the field, I'll give Fatsamba 5-10 minutes to just say whatever she has to say. Then we will actually do a short rehearsal as to how we want to get this done. Since we are reporting out in the fields, so out in the field, we cannot figure it out. Those of you who were here last year, we handled it. We sent you the StreamYard link. You enter through that. We want to do the same thing again this time around. Some of you are already used to it. Maimuna, you reported from Fonyi this time around. And some of you reported from different locations. It is similar, but somewhat different. So Fatu, you can go ahead.
Yeah, Mr. If you can speak a bit whilst I help Fatmata because I just came. I know it's connected to my internet. That's why it's not good.
Top Boy is watching and says, Paos, you are doing good job with the young talent. They're learning fast. Fatu Samba and Garmi are the best. Anyway, tell Aisatu I'm coming to tie the knots for her future husband lives here in Germany. I don't know which Aisatu that is, whichever Aisatu they're
We
talking
have just
about. Aisatu
I
Ibari
don't know
Nenchi.
behind the cover. Second, let him get China. Nija.
Fi kufi ñëw moom mooy musoo ñi ne ku fi ut jabar fii baax na wala jëkkër ma kenn si yéen da ngeen ñëw fii pour ut fi jabar wala ut si jëkkër. I was talking to the two Aisatus yesterday and
All
they
right,
were
Mr.
competing. Okay, go ahead.
All
Go
right.
ahead, Fat.
Good afternoon to everyone. Yes, I'm not feeling very happy. Yes, we have a funeral. So I think Mr. Joof brief you guys. Yes, so I'm not very happy because my very good friend passed away. So anyway, to all of you, the work is not easy. Liggéey bi neexut. It's not easy. Hello? Yes. The work is not easy. And I want all of you guys to understand that the work is not easy. If any of you think that you're doing favor to Mr. Joof or you're doing favor to Gambian talents, I tell you, you're not doing favor to anybody, but you're doing favor to yourself. If you are here, and I can tell you during the election, that is when I know that Gambian talent is truly empowering the young people. I see media house, and I'm not going to mention any media house, but I see media house that if it's Fatsama is the head, it's only Fatsama you see on screen. Even when Aisatu is the one that is on the field doing the job, Aisatu will go and bring the camera, and Fatu will do the voiceover, and people will hear Fatu Sama speaking, and they are like, Fatu Sama angale mi nena, Fatu Sama angale mi bana, or Fatu Sama all of mi bana, when it's not Fatu Sama's job. It was Aisatu. So some of you are here, like, I don't go to State House. When I am the leader, who go to State House is her. Some of you are here. Yesterday, I saw Ida interviewing Ida Bose. So some of you are here. I am trying to tell you, when I see other media house empowering Senegalese, which is not bad, and I don't have a problem, but we are trying to do Gambian talents, as the name implies, Gambian talent. We're trying to empower Gambians. But some of us are here. We are very confident. Some of us, when we give you assignments, stress as if you own the world. That is not how it should be. Man, personally, dama dey stress. Let's tell Fatmata, she's here. Manak Musa, we were the only three that were in Banjul trying to park our gadgets going to Banjul. Si suba Fatmata ak Musa ñom ñoo ñëkke ñëw fi because I was in the phone with Mr. Juve one ñu ngi plan.
some of you will not come on time whilst ñu ngi si fil bi da nga gis ñu start di liggéey o Fatou mu ngi si lii bi naka la podium bi o mu ngi si live nga gis ku nekk di call let's say Garmi mu ngi call Fatou where are we which side are you which side are you li kan Fatou sama mu uyu la let us be honest to one another. So some of you are here. When it comes to timing, you don't come on time, or even if you want to change your plan, let's say you have to come 2 o'clock. We say everybody come 2. Maybe you have another excuse. Tell Allah when it is an excuse. Why nga harbe 4 mu tega ngane? Dama warona ñew 2 de, but unfortunately I'm a pass. Or dama bëggoon ñew 2 why I'm a moto. Or dama bëggoon ñew 2 why nango. That is not how it goes. And man, personally, when it comes to arranging major program, especially if it is paid program, I always want it to be the best. And if I know Nesuma Yobo Isa to Koli, do for def ligue, honestly, you will never see yourself in my major programs. So all of you are here. Some of you are here. I saw that person say Garmi is the best and Fatu. Sometimes when people say that Nagis Kenamu talk man mangi lige, why man can vote I am the best. Don't mind about can you are the best or you are not the best. Loy lige, lo la digis. When did Garmi came? Kan la Garmi ñew? Yàgg na fi, yes, but mu ngi doon jàng in Senegal. All of a sudden léegi ñëw na how many people start saying dama like diw dama def lii so def leen li leen war. I used to present together with Aida da nga gis nit ku call me ne dama like Aida dama like diw oo lii loolu nekkut man suma problème te duma musa feel jealous about it. Instead dama wax kooku no Aida mooy sa star and I will start to call Aida as kooku. Why some of you are here, if Mr. Joof say naka la Awa Gise mooy best bi sax nga dégg Aïssatou Colley mi ne waaw man ak Awa Gise a faat sama ñoo ànd waaye Awa Gise rek leen wax xanaa ñun liggéeyun loo liggéey loolu la ñitti di la wanal loolu la ñitti di la fay. And I said it to all of you for now ñun experience in case Gambian Talents mu ngi grow and mu ngi grow very 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 rapid. I have sisters yu nekk Europe musuma toog ma call anybody ma ne la may ma dalasi o may ma tala. And when I was starting at Gambian Talents benn salary Mr. Joof musuma koo fay benn single dalasi musuma koo fay. For now, last week maa ngi ànd ak Maymuna ñu ngi dem Semester Avenue si airport ñu ngi tase suma former boss mooy Oustaz Dramé maa ngi wax Oustaz man bu maa liggéey unique naka laa nekkee xale 3 years maa ngi liggéey Lamin maa nga benn bés dalasi musul ma koo jox ba tey kan moo toog di am xaalis kan moo toog ñeneen di ko employ maa ngi nii just yaagut bu yaagut maa ngi discuss ak Mr. Joof maa ngi ko send message yeneen companies ñu ngi ma send message dañ bëgg a ku ma liggéey ak gaay fan la ma gaay gisi at Gambian Talents. So ku fay liggéey mu liggéey ak sentiments mu liggéey ak attitude sa boppa nga koo def. That is why Fatou Sama mu mun a edit. That is why Fatou Sama mu mun a video. I remember Musa Jata muy def commentary. Musa gaay ñu ngi tukki I think moom ak ina Ibu Keita or somebody fàtte naa exactly kan la tukki yàlla Aïssatou Diallo gaay ñu tukki Musa moo doon def commentary bu ma koolee Musa ma ne Musa naka project bi ma toole dégga Musa baatam bi mu mel ne moom mu ngi commentary si la ma ne Musa yow yaay commentary ma waa parce que aw ma Aïssa mu ngi busy one or I think dafa am mental cram also so it means sacrifice. Musa mu ngi fi now getting to 4 years there is no single day boo dégga Fatou mu xuloo ak Musa. All of you are here Aida suma mora naka la man suma rakasa moom ak Aida waaye musule naa dégga man ak Aida ñu am problème Mr. Joof sax duñu aate su defee loo xam ne waru dama ko wax some of you are here when you are with us nit mu ñëw mu ne la Awa Gise noo présenté nekkut noonu nga gis Awa Gise mu stress waaw Fatou mu ma nekk di ma wax nekkut nii yow yaa ngi train other media house dañ laa wax ndax am nga certificate ndax am nga journalism naka la degree or ndax am nga naka la experience working in media. All of you guys when you were coming here I didn't see nobody who could liggéey ever in media at Gambian Talents different from myself. I didn't see anybody. maa ngi seen yenn pictures Aïssatou Colley mu ngi fa moom ak su koy jaaju si dama doon seet suma phone Google bi dafa ma dee wan comme su bés bi jotee ma nekk di ko seet rek ma gis Aïssatou Colley ma ree ba bugga dee ma seen Mr. Joof message ma seen ko picture yi Mr. Joof mënu taxaa mel ne Aïssatou Colley la ma ne ko wala Aïssatou Colley ma ne ko mu ngi mel ni raat an ma seen ko ma seen Binta Cissé tamit nataalami nga gis Aïssa naka la growee tey from one level to another. But some of you are here when people are talking to you, you feel bad. Some of you are here when I call you passionately, don't let the use my call. Man, passionately, how much all? See people in the office. Wabillahi wallahi tala, and I say this. So this is my call nit ligay bi mota. Some of you see ground, either voice message bi nek voice bi audio bi ne ko di ñëw Mr Diouf mama ko ne kolal diw sanga kolal Sheriff mu ngi si grand waaye audio bi ñëwut waaye soo kollee Sheriff du uyu xam naa nga ne Fatou moom côté nga liggéey yow xool liggéey are you doing it to Fatou su dee nit mu ngi seetaan mu gis la si vidéo boobu am na yeneen ñi true vidéo bi nga def true loola la gaay di la dee laajee Rohi Malik Lo jëkkëram you know what he said mi ne Fatou ay di dem uti ji story some of you are here soo leen demee programme sa Diouf mi ne defee ko nii yow soo demee gisuloo loolu mu dem instead nga jël sa téléphone nga naan xaaral ma call sama boss ñun ñu eeyaa ko communicate some of you are also here when interview let's say Sheriff come closer please and Famata Egala ubil sa camera bi ma explain lu ma explain Sheriff you can report okay interview ko
How are you? Yes, I heard that you are married.
So any other try different from Isa to any other try, who can tell me what just happened? Who can tell me? Wow. Okay, what else? Any other try? Okay, any other try? You know what happened? Sometimes when people are asking question, kooku mu ngi answer question man ma ñëw ma laa def ni may laajte question nga gis nit ku jël kanam rek stress ma Mr Diouf mama text mi ne waxal kii mu laajte lii. Are you getting what I'm saying? Like yesterday when we were at the court, other journalists did not know who is Coach Pasamba Jaw because all the journalists that were there ñoom ñëpp ay xale leen ñoom ñëpp ay xale leen some of them are new media houses man maa xamee Coach Pasamba Jaw man maa indi Coach Pasa even semester yu nekk foofu xamee woon ko because mu ngi def max and soo seetee video bu ma def maa ngi def video maa ngi ko jël di ko taga ne ko génneel max bi ku ñiti ñu xamee la so yeneen journalist because ñoom ñëpp gis ne ñun ñu ros ñu dem foofu noonu xëy na su ma waroon a bàyyi Sheriff mu interview coach maybe Sheriff du xam much about coach waaye man mi nga xam ne xëy na am naa passional interview ak coach xam naa coach passionally su ma ko interview will be different from lan la ko Sheriff di ko interview so Sheriff muy interview Sheriff xëy na góor la xëy na du bëgg ko def nii but liggéey bi moo tax ma def ko noonu ona ne mo dee dama dee ñëw ma dee la dama dee ñëw ma dee la
No.
all right so when it comes to the job people should understand but sometimes when I tell people when I do this to our staff while seen gan bi mu ngi wasa nga gis ku jël kanamam bi mu stress ko I don't like that together foog na Fatmata you were together with Musa no thank you you can sit down you were with Musa bu noon def liggéey bi si Dahaba I think barki naka la si bési Christmas la def Mr Diouf bu ne Dahaba mu fa ba no toogal please uncle ñu am la su ko defee nag tey Gambia xam ne yow tam da nga ñëw xonte Mr Diouf bu mu ñëwee ku jël interview bi lan la dem def moom moo interview Dahaba tout avant And can you imagine that interview man ko def ñu ngi dog food maragal dahaba parce que mic and the next minute another person minala nakala abal ma mic bi ma wax nga gis borom ne okay kon ñu close ñiti dañ day gis seen attitude whilst ñu ngi si biir ground bi so at Gambian Talents lu ñoo def I'm not saying kenn defut ko de
Fatu,
but lu ñoo def
Fatu, I
people are
want to come in
appreciating
there. Fatu, I want to
all right
come in there and I want them
go
to
ahead
know that this is something that is very typical and normal. When we sat there and Dahaba was there, I said it. I said, I will interview Dahaba. And it's just based on the same principle you said when it comes to you knowing coach and the type of questions you would have asked him and stuff, you are more insightful. When it comes to Dahaba and his history and all the things that happened, I would have done a better job at the time. And that's why I
and
did
you
that
did it
interview. And I didn't care how you feel about that. I just said, I'm going to do it. And we didn't even have to argue on it. And as you rightly said, you sat there and had me interview Dahaba Bemapare. So for all of you, if that situation happens, it's not because any of the persons are trying to, whether it is either is Fatu or anybody, the Nyojima sabote or otherwise. You all need to understand that you are young and you are trying and you have a long way to go, and that we are going to continue to guide you. And if guiding you requires taking over from you at some point, we will do that because we have a reputation and as an institution to build. Even though we are giving you this opportunity for again the job, you need to be able to understand this, whether as a videographer or as a journalist or whatsoever. You think this is a joke? Different people are watching this, and I saw a message from um, uh, one of the people, Echo TV, that is watching, and he sent a message. I know it's our brother Ousman. He called me the last time and it's like, Pa Ousman, how are you doing this? We all talk about the same attitudinal problems and issues that people would present, employees and trainees would present. I told you guys last week how somebody told me he's dealing with the person, we are working with the person to try to get on the satellite and stuff, and the person said, oh, I work with this TV and that TV, and they were telling me they stopped taking interns because there are too many problems. They're trouble. They cause him a lot of things. I don't do that. We allow you to come here and make mistakes and you improve. Only if people know the energy and what it takes to get into this thing. I have mentioned some of those comments
and
that
Mr.
came
Ju,
from people.
Mr. Ju,
Hmm.
I'm not going to
Uh-huh.
stop you, but sorry, let me just say this. Come back. Can you imagine last week, I think 2 weeks ago, I went to the airport to do my show and I saw Mr. and Mrs. Glenn. The husband said, I used to watch you and I love you so much. Dama like ninga di ligay, dama like A, dama like B, dama like C. And some people that like Semester Avenue do not know that man ak Mr. Ju before you the semester, sometimes they even argue. Mine yo yaa ngi dem bala nga dem naka la nit mu ngi def maxam yaa ngi ko xëcca yaa ngi def li bu ko laal bu ko li sometimes you will not like it but at the end of the day people will like what you are doing. Can you imagine you dañ ñëw si office bi I think on Monday, no, on Tuesday, Monday, and came office bi yëpp la gaay nata ñu ne lan leen soxla from toogu yi ngeen a gis ni yi ngeen toog yi ñu ngi yaaxu. You see you Aïssatou Koli toog fii yëpp a ngi yaaxu. Come and show us with your camera xoolal mu ngi ni mu ngi yaaxu. Here it is. Gis nga ko lii laa jël morceau laa jël ma defar ko you see this yëpp ñu ne dañ koo change su fi emee sax mu neex. Why? Because of one Fatou Samba bu gaay gis liggéeyam. And at the end of the day, can you imagine the same people said ñoom mënut a understand ne Pa Ousman moom place bi. That's what she said. And I'm going to link them with Mr. Joof. You know, mënut a xalaat. Can you imagine Mr. Joof as a poor young man koo xam ne moom mu ngi am lii yëpp mu ne mu ngi ko ñëw di ko defalal ñun. Some of us ñu ngi fi ñu ngi am ay mbokk. I have a uncle koo xam ne I'm not going to say Gambia moo gën a successful Why, he's one of the most successful. The last week, one uncle Suma, and today I'm going to say it. Suma uncle. He's one of the most successful Gambian businessman. And I'm not going to mention to why Mr. Joof interview now. Dama one Mr. Joof ne koko suma uncle Mr. Joof ne lolo amut. Mom ak Aida si meeting. Manaka because dama buga approach ko sponsor sun program. Ko buma ko call ne ko sponsor. I will call you back. Depuis sa si yalla tay uyuwut. Mata se mom ku interview ko Semester Avenue a top businessman. Dama la buga interview mu ne dedet. But mu ngi interview Mr. Joof. Mu ne Mr. Joof dama buga nga yokal Fat Sama salary am parce que Fat Sama daf di liggéey so hard. Nagala Mr. Joof di yoké Fat Sama salary when there is no money coming in this office. I know the ins and out in this office. Fu mu nekk mon mu ngi dee Mr. Joof dafa am dama ko am ku call ne ko salary da nga wara fay salary. So tell on the 29. Tay si goudi suma joge semester then am ko discuss salary bena. There is no money we know si institution. Dem ne ñu meet Minister Youth and Sport Bakary Badji. Mine in 2 months time dina ñu call su ko fe mu dal ñu project and all that. Until this minute we don't see that. Amul institution bo xamne in Gambia man dewma fa. Man professional dama dey gawa get stress. That is me because dama dey get confused. Dama dey understand ñun liggéey bu ñoo def ba légui mënuñ ta am sponsor. When I see people yoo xamne defuñ anything ñu ngi am loolu bintu sinaate maa ngi toog ak moom last week si airport bi benn góor mi ne yow ba léegi lu tax yéen amu leen sponsor lu tax yéen seen projet gi lii yéen soo leen naa ñëw airport da ngeen war a amee benn baana ngeen teg ko si seen boor ku ñit yi xam ne Gambie ma ne ko sponsor baana bi mi ne déedéet moom du mun a sponsor ba daf ma ko wax so yéen a ngi nekk si institution boo xam ne ñu ngi leen jot that environment man maa doon liggéey government 11 years senior media assistant ndax dama amoon this naka la opportunity ku nga laal project bi nga am naka la idea nga dem provinces some of you are here musule na dem provinces xaar mama ñëw please some of you are here musule na dem provinces some of you are here musule na am opportunity ku gis president seen yeneen colleague I said the colleague is here she came the same day together with naka la kooku tudda Sukay Jajise what are those people doing what project I'm not going to mention. But sometimes I dem ñooñu si seen pages yi ma gis 2 views 3 views because Gambian talent is building you build yourself Mr. Joof mun na koo def lu moo fay intern si yëpp ay mi ne la ne intern nga some of you nga jox kii 2000 nga jox kii 1000 nga jox kii mun na koo stop mu dem just jël benn naka leen di waxee loolu mu dem just jël benn qualify somebody let's say Massi Moussa yi kese Mr. Joof mu jël ko comme si Christmas bi Moussa moom kenn moo doon def di major project moom alone Famata moo ko doon dimbale with the other camera te am na nu moo demee Moussa ñidul kenn mu dimbale ko because caméra yi ñu ngi am tripod su jëlee caméra 1 mu teg ko si Fatou mu jël caméra 2 mu extend ko to both Fatou ak gesam bi do you need anybody to do that for you right now ñu ngi si technical wall so build leen seen boppa build yourself bi nekkee si airport bi ay satu kii mu fa naka bintu sinaate ñi di leen nekk di romba Fat Sama dama dee rus man suma boppa dama dee rus te am na ay time yoo xam ne dem nañ si airport bi arrest neen ma fa dem nañ si airport bi PRO bi man la gën a whatsoever dem nañ si airport bi police yi ñëw di ma saaga maa ngi taxaw nii Mr. Joof was live and saaga yi ñiti di ko dégga tey lan moo jur loolu some of you are here suñ ne programme doo leen teel a ñëw Mr. Joof mu ngi ko wax nga ne yëfi solo I said it kenn gënut ma woon a bugg a sanse kenn gënut ma bugg a àdduna fooguma ne ñit ëppa na ma yére tamit sorry to say ñu ma ëppa tamit du bari waaye when it comes to project Famata is here bu ñoo dem si bési Christmas bi sangu sa defuma ko because of lan Musa bu ma koole mooma Famata kese ñoo fi nekka te ñu ngi war a am people yu war a dem def project ana ñooñu we didn't see anybody
So
bu demee si project
we'll
make up laaluma ko si suma no Mr. Joof 1 minute laaluma make up si suma kanam te man maa ngi amee salon boo xam ne suma système moo ko moom mooy Ajis Beauty Parlour ku ma dee make up si julli bi du ma dee fay benn single dalasi benn single dime but some of yéen nga ne yéen a ngi dem salon so kum Gambie sa doo leen ko nangoo def some of you are here bisi Christmas maa leen job project dem leen ngeen uti ji Vox Pop ngeen indi ko some of you da ngeen a dem tuuti ngeen ñëwaat bugg a toog ñun suñu boor you cannot do that go inside nga dem def project bi ëllëg damaa def Vox Pop ba tey ba ëllëg Mr. Joof dafa war a def project ma ne ko bàyyil ma dem utali la 102 sometimes 102 boobu noonu ma laajte benn question boobu mu ñëw mu nekk leneen so I'm empowering all of you gis naa yeneen media house yoo xam ne ay xale ñoo fa nekk comme yow du ma dee gis gars yi live There is no single day, and you can go and check send colleagues in a nickel, see in a media house. You don't see them live. You don't see them doing anything. So yenangi fee, yenangi am that opportunity and everything. Make hay while the sun shine. I'm appealing. I'm appealing. Some of you yenangi am jikar. Legi ama nama busy. Duma muna nyoli. Tesa jikar mungi dem ligay. Tesa jikar mungi dem def certain things. Empower yourself. Ligayal. Ligayal. Ligay mo la fay. Ligay mo tasa mo ki jikari respect la. Ligay mo tasa jikar si bo pa mo respect la. So I'm approaching all of you. So len dee jox feedback bu len dee toog di dee stress liggéey bi daf dee métti Fatmata demun Banjul si place ñu set up foofu ba pare gaa ñu daaxal ñu foofu demun borom bitik bi ñu ne ko dañoo toog foofu noonu mu ne déedéet dama am ku jox kooku xaalis from my own pocket ku kooku mu baala ñu toog foofu fu ñu toog yëpp ñu ngi fa toj ay biteeli sàngara so liggéey bi
Thank
daf dee
you.
crazy so ñu su nekkee si
So,
ground bi di lijjanti loolu we don't expect anything.
so
Thank you.
thank you, Fatu. The people that are watching, James said, let me just recognize some of what they said. James said, yeah, Joof, you have a big meeting with your guys. Of course, this wonderful, good, let them know. Tab Bay, Fatu is very determined and patient. I hope they learned that from you and they will achieve anything in life. One thing I like about Fatu is she knows and remember everyone she once meets a brain. DJ Smith says, keep it up, y'all. Bamil Toure says, I just want to say, I know your meetings are designed for Gambians, but they are really insightful to me as an African American residing in Gambia. Keep up the great work. We are watching. Of course, our meetings are meant for everybody. Obviously, it's Gambian based, but if you live in Gambia, of course, you have a stake in it, Miss Toure, Mr. or Miss Toure. And that's it. James says, now I am ready to support you guys, Gambian talents. Go to them as for sponsor support you and make study. DJ Smith says, attitude and patience is the way out. Sorry to say, but most of us are lazy and we never stop making mistakes. We don't like to be we don't like to be corrected. You need to lay low to achieve in life. James says, I want to support some of them. Go make studies. I'm ready for that. DJ Smith says, hard work always pays. It's very painful when a hustler abroad works so hard to make sure youth from his motherland get jobs, and yet still they don't care about the job. Being so lazy to work, achieve in gossiping is so sad. James says, I am ready to change everything because of Pa and Gambian people. James, they want to change. DJ Smith says, James, I pray the Lord makes it easy for you to support Pa has already built the foundation. It's up to the staff to build them themselves. God bless you. Bemetsi Ture says maybe having a news tip line can help so that we can call when there is a breaking news or news things happening in different communities in Gambia. Yes, our phone numbers are there. Maybe Fatu will give you the phone number. I mean, or you can write it on the screen actually for them to see, just in case they have a news tip or they want to participate in the program, such as Beer Gambia and others, the numbers that they can call to give that information. But anyway, this is it. Fatu had mentioned some of the challenges and the things that we go through when it comes to this project and the things that we do are concerned. So when it comes to reporting live from different places, we will be having a panel on Saturday, New Year's Eve. We want to start at 10 o'clock. We want to start at 10, do our introduction, and have you guys reporting from different places. We want to bring each of you multiple times on that day, I mean, to report from your different locations and tell us what is happening there until after midnight when the fireworks or whatever it is that happen in your area happens there. And then after that, if you do interviews and stuff, you can bring them and we will play them while our this show is on. we intend to do at least 4 to 5 hours of just live educating and entertaining people mostly, and showing Gambians and people that are watching around the world what will be happening in Gambia. Like I said, we hope to report from the different locations across the country where we have reporters, and you guys would be the ones that would be making this happen. So we've had the experience. The office will be there to bring you in if you are reporting from, let's say, Senegambia. Um, and I said we are going to do a roll call. I want you to, we're going to dramatize that, and we are having a rehearsals now. And I am getting started here. We are already on. Um, uh, Wherever you are watching us from, welcome to a special um, New Year's Eve, show here on the Gambian Talents TV. We are reporting from our studios here in Westfield, or at Westfield, and I am your presenter, your host. Sheriff Conte, and I'm here with my guests, or my host, your colleague, Fatu Samba and Ida Kebe, or whoever. And we are continuing to have this or make it happen. Welcome and thank you for watching us. We have different teams that are out and about in different parts of the country, and the report for us from Senegambia is Maimuna Jajo. Hello, Maimuna. Hello, Maimuna. Maimuna, we seem to be having technical difficulties there. Maimuna? Maimuna, how are you? We seem to be having difficulty. Okay, Maimuna, can you hear us?
Yes.
Yes, it's very practical that we go through the same struggle on New Year's Eve because we can have network issue. So I'm glad that this issue has happened. And some of you in the past, just to give that feedback, when we had network issue, yes,
Yeah,
some of
Mr.
you
Ju,
disconnected
Mr.
and
Ju,
never returned.
where's
Mhm.
Garmi? Oh, sure. Mr. Ju, 1 minute. Can I say this? Let's say, for instance, Mr. Joof is interviewing you and he's talking about Naka environment and all that. And happen to gis Baba Ja. Or nga happen to gis Adama Baramuroma. Should you continue with Mr. Joof? Mr. Joof is part of the office. You know, you understand? He's part of the office. Just say, Mr. Joof, just a minute. It seems I'm seeing the celebrity Sheriff Conte and Rosto Sheriff, because Sheriff is the news. Because yesterday that happened to us when we saw Babaja. I was trying, but Sheriff is very disciplined when it comes to the work. So he have to tell me, okay, no problem. But Mr. Joof is on the line. I say, no, no, don't worry. Let me rush to Babaja. So if you see any celebrity and you are reporting, and let's say Mr. Joof, sunset be nice now, and you are talking about sunset. Mr. Joof, sunset belum nice, sunset Maimuna bada celebrity bangini nga rosti Maimuna. Maimuna is the story then. All right? Talk to Mr. Joof. You are live.
Yes, so you need to be able to take care of that. You need to be able to be flexible. I have taught you guys to use your radar. And using your radar, this is where it comes in. You are out in the field and you should know, different people that are there, different ambience, not only a celebrity. You can even see somebody that is very funny, that is dressed in a very nice or funny way. Ko hamne dina catch people's attention. For example, we are talking about Senegambia here. There's that guy there who is with his motorbike, everything li lu nekk moom dafa sol red, yellow, green, motorbike am bi red, yellow, green, glasses ami red, yellow, green. You see anybody that is dressed in that fashion, you see a Zimba, a Kankurang, or something that is happening, you should be able to show us that thing. And when you are in Banjul, some of you are reporting, it's good to talk and do analysis. But when there is ambience, show us the ambience. Show us people that are dancing. Show us what is happening. Show us what they're doing. So it's important that you know these things. But yes, we are back to Senegambia where we were having technical difficulties with Maimuna. Maimuna, are you back on the line? Maimuna?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, yes. I'm back on the line, Mr. Ju.
Yes. Naka nga def Maimuna?
Fine.
Oh, okay. Well, you've been at Senegambia for the past 1 hour. What is the current situation there in Senegambia?
Yes, the current situation in Senegambia at this moment, we've seen so many people around here with their beautiful dresses and all the stuff here to celebrate the parts of the country here at Senegambia.
Oh, okay. So niti bari nañ daf
Place
bari wuñ foofu niti bari nañ fa wala bari wuñ.
boo xam ne suñ ne New Year's Eve rek nit yi dem fa dee ñëw, so at this moment fii mu ngi feel to its capacity, nit yi bari nañ fi.
Wa yan façon activities wala programme moo nekk di go on foofu.
Yes, the activities yu fi nekk mooy ñu ngi def fireworks ñu ko saali ak tamit ambiance mu fi maanaam am na artistes yi nga xam ne nekk nañ fi ñu ngi jox entertainment to the people ak restaurant yi tam ñu ngi ubbi gaa yaa ngay dem di jënd seen lekka am seen food ak time with their loved ones.
So there, I want all of you to pay attention to things like that. You are there to inform us and you have a responsibility. We are telling you to tell us what is happening. You must give us details. Ñun xamuñ nekkuñ fa. Your cameraman or camera person should be able to pan and show us what is happening. However, you as the journalist or reporter have the responsibility to describe to us exactly what is happening. Restaurant yi ñu ngi fi ñu ngi jënd lekk artist yu bari. Ñan ñooy artist yu bari? Wax ñu ñan ñoo fa nekk. Tell us who you are seeing, the people there. Give us an insight of what is happening there. Whether you are reporting on the phone, you should be able to give us a mental picture of what is happening because it's possible the network will not move. If you are reporting through the video, you should be able to show us. But we need specifics. Maimuna, you need to tell us. Okay, gis nañ fi ST wala gis nañ fi Jizzle attack mu ngi fi waaw Jaliba Kuyateh sax nag mu ngi ñëw soo seetee stage bi mu ngi first step. There is a guest artist, of course.
Hello, Mr. Joof. Hello, Mr. Joof.
maa ngi wax de maa ngi wax. I am talking, Maimuna. Can you not hear me? Maimuna, can you not hear me? Dafa mel ni we got disconnected there. They got disconnected there, it looks like. Yes, that's the number at the bottom, 794-9214. You that was asking, Ture, Bob Mitzi Ture, you were asking for the number, is right there, 794-9214, 794-9214. That's the number you can call for tips, etc. So if you have news tips or you want to participate in the programs or you want to support us, 794-9214 or 404-593-6215 +1 404-593-6215. You can reach us on WhatsApp on that number. We will be happy to get any information from you. I'm sorry, it's 6:15 a.m. I do this all the time. It's fun and not fun at the same time because it's late at night. It's like they are coming back in. They got disconnected for a second and they should be joining us back in. Now we're just having that role play.
Yeah, Maimuna is here.
So what was the last thing you heard me say, Maimuna?
You were talking about then you want to explain in detail nga xam ne moo nekk di happen foofu.
Well, exactly. So you don't just tell us artists in Nyungfi. Give us an insight. We don't know what is happening there. Give us an insight, give us background information. If anything happened there prior to us connecting you, prior to us calling you, you should be able to tell us. To give a typical example, Sitaimi election be when I called when we called Sirifo Fai to talk to him, he was with Mama Kande at his village, Sare Bairo. One of the things that happened before we called this money, that bird, the eagle that came out, the white eagle, and Mama Kande and his people were celebrating in 2016 in a white eagle with a on. And this time it showed up in Sarebero, and Mama Kande said that's a good sign that he's winning, etc., etc. So anything that happened there prior to our call, you should be able to show us that. I mean, to say this is the situation, this is what happened here. If there was any crime, Nyanun Koyala, but of course we're talking about Gambia here, that the police did this. So you need to use your radar and watch the different things that are happening in the environment. So sungende me fofu is not just tahaw no di waxtaan ni rek de kiki rede wala di snapping. You're not there to be snapping. If you want to take 1 or 2 snaps, I mean, it's okay, but you're not there to be snapping. You are not there to be mingling with, I mean, different people at a personal level. It's all doable. But then them for to work, and you must respect the work and make sure you are very observant to be able to tell us what is happening. So if you are to do that,
Mr.
to
Joof,
do it differently, what will you do, Maimuna?
Mr. Joof,
Mm-hmm.
I think what Mr. Joof is saying is important. Let's say, for instance, you just sit and you say, gis neen fi Mama Kandeh, gis neen fi Adama Barrow. Some of them can argue ne ñoom waxul loolu. Like if you listen, if you watch what is it called, GMC, that is Mama Kandeh's group. MC Cham wrote on social media that it's not true that Mama Kandeh was supposed to go to
GDC.
State House. Yes, GDC. Yes. And for me personally, I get a call. I receive a call from State House telling me that Mama Kande will be visiting them at State House. I was with Fatmata and Musa. So I have to arrange for ML to go to State House. And all of a sudden they call me back to say that will not be happening. So some of the people you mentioned, video, even if you give those do, Ross, them no si guy. So guy ni kana lahas. Hay may muna dem nga talk ak sa nyaway. Luta nga ma interview, luta nga ma one. Still show them. Lolo may tanyo ti believe la. So talk to Mr. Joof and stand. Parang endef ko mula wa Mr. Joof. Thank you. Ngende flore na kumba.
So Maimuna, ñan ñoo gën a bari foofu ngene tey niti génn nañ ñan ban demographic people ñoo fa gën a bari góor ñi jigéen ñi mag yi xale yi amin Sénégambia lañ wax de.
Sénégambia fii at this moment dinaa wax ne ndaw yi ñoo fi gën a bëri ay ndaw yi ñoo fi gën a bëri macha allah but paa yi ak seen ay jabar yi tamit ñu ne fii def seen langa ñëw fii fi nga xam ne moo nekk Sénégambia pour seetaan li nga xam ne moo nekk fireworks si.
Oh, okay. So fireworks.
I want to do it different. The same question you asked Maimuna is the same question I want to answer, and I want all of you guys to learn from it. Don't go. Mr. You've just asked me that question.
ñan ñoo gën a bari foofu Fatou xale yi mag yi I mean Mary ban ñan ñoo gën a bari foofu.
Why pa Ousman yow fu mu nekk nii da nga mboote soo ma laajtee loolu damay kontaan di sawar ko uyu ko fu mu nekk nii pitax yaa ngee naaw dem tëddi ji ñun nit yaay génn si Sénégambia xumbate dagan xale yaa fay ëpp dan mag ñi bu ma gisee xale yi tey pa Ousman seen sanse jigéen yaa jongo ma waaye góori nag moom koo gis nag mu ngi def nektaayam bu baax xam naa ne maa si garmi yi moom amul nektaay moo tax tey ñëwul waaye ñi nga xam ne am ne nektaay gaa yaa ngi def seen nektaay ñi nga xam ne nag ñu ngi am dress bu gudda ñu ngi nii def nag sanse yu rafet sanse yu fakala masha Allah dama ne ñu iya bi ak xale yi ñoko mom payan sen kër tok di xaar pa Ousman lo waxati ay dede it's not about bi mo daha or bele mo daha but I just want to train all of you dafa wara lively dafa wara neex dafa wara humba you know yes so you are presenting and it's Julie is not professional like courthouse or anything but bring len ñam okay Maimuna go ahead.
lan moo nekk di xew si kaw stage bi Maimuna wax nga ñu ne artistes yi ñu ngi foofu noonu so yan artistes ak yan artistes lañ am tey ci entertainment side bi.
Yes, with the entertainment side bi am nañ fi the likes of ST ñoom Jizzle ak ñi nga xam ne ñoo nekk ñoom T-Small ñoom tamit ñu ngi fi di bégal nit yi nga xam ne ñoo nekk fii Sénégambia.
Maimuna mbaa yow di nga fecc kay mbaa yaa ngi.
No, Mr. Joof, before you proceed, Maimuna have to sit down. Let somebody answer the same question because I just trained Maimuna something and I expect Maimuna would have the same thing. So Maimuna ñëwalaat nga def ko o ñu da xala ci office bi kay. Dere kay. Kay. Parce que desi moom mooy sama assistant sama sawe kay nga defalal Mr. Joof mu humba. Lu tax mënu loolu? Humulo. So amee jëkkër doo humba.
That one is beyond that.
Aja, aja, nahumba. Entertainment len humbal.
No. Mr. Joof nga ne?
I already asked my question.
ma answer stage bi fii fi mu nekk nii affaire si mu ngi humba daal the likes of ñoom ST xam nga kee buka koto so paa yi ñu ngi fii di wane kee buka koto.
Nila war a demee. Yes, I love this. Nula. Yeah, thank you. Nula war a demee, right? So my kay nga jekkale ak Mr. Joof parebut. This is how it should be. You're talking about entertainment. You should make it entertaining. Whatever I am, anda ye mo dem jël mic because cameraman bi fi video dafa boring ak mom moy wara cameraman muy camera ba ci kanam mu dem mu tok let's go do it again.
So I should do the cable kokoto again. I see you love that song. Aja Mr. Joof.
jërëjëf Maymuna yefi rafet na mashallah yow nak tay mom fi nga génn ci sanse noy na Maymuna kula sansel.
Hey man daa tey Fatou Sama moo sanse xam nga ñun ñaar dañ am size ñun ñaar ñëpp a gaata soo moom lu ko jot rek daf ma jot moo tax mu sansel moom mu génneel ma fii sanse bu nice bi bagi bu nice bi ma def suma black and white ak dalay
And I love the camera pass. Yeah, the camera is doing it. And then you all have a responsibility. So nigga yang yun ligay. Camera passing be Inwood video like the Bintu Sinate when we are doing semester avenue. The man Bintu one masuma dalaya. One masuma sansebi. So yo journalist bi da nga amé role to play. It's not that nga one camera ligayam but today borom defut ko one koko. So I'm glad ne Fatmata wane na lolu. Thank you. So Mr. Joof, you can try with our show is here, our gise is here. Kurban is here.
Kon léegi kon jërëjëf Maymuna dinañ dellu si waat si yow rek nga taaxirlu foofu dinañ dellu si waat si yow su ko defee Aïssatou Koli mu ngi fele ca biir kaama ñu dem rek wax ak moom
Mr. Joof whilst yow naka nga tudda Maymuna mu ngi taaxirlu Mr. Joof Inwood la on board yow jekkali nga def yeneen interviews si sa caméra nga gis soo ñëwee waat office caméra bi dafa mun a air loolu xam nga su nekkee live duñ la mun a indi let's say whole live bi so tuuti rek la mun a indi so yow soo pare make sure sa caméra bi mu capture yeneen. Do you understand what I mean? All right.
So I want to say this that this live part I want to say this to everybody. This live part is gonna be very important. We cannot bring you live throughout the time that you are there. Sneak peeks la neka so yen da ngeen am seen own project bi ngeen nekk di def foofu. You will have the link readily available to you time bu ngeen pare time bu ngeen gisee ne there is something interesting and you ready to come on ngeen duga si live bi su ngeen duga see den su ko defee ñu accept leen mun ngaa duga fekk maa ngi interview Maymuna su Garmi duga see fekk maa ngi interview Maymuna I don't expect Garmi to be impatient. Obviously mun ngaa dem nga def leneen then soo paree nga dellu si waat su fekkee ne Garmi moo am more urgent things wala more important things at the time we will be able to pause Maymuna ñu ñëw si Garmi dellu si waat. It's all a matter of urgency using our radar to determine what we are going to do the next course of action or ban moo gën a important. So we expect you to be patient and we expect you to be able to come back in like keroog New Year's bi Christmas bi I have asked people to come in and join the conversation but some people didn't. However kon ñu proceed rek jërëjëf Maymuna ci report bu rafet boobu nga xam ne wax nga ñu ko foofu ca biir Sénégambia kon ñu jéngu ni rek dem fele ca biir kaama su ko defee ñu waxtaan ak Aïssatou Koli.
Mr. Joof, I'm thinking before Aïssatou why don't you take the junior one so that if not then they will not learn from it.
Okay, they will learn. They've never done it. They need to see people do it so that they learn from it.
Okay.
Instead of just them bringing them like that. Aïssatou Koli benye fo bir kama. I mean, Aïssatou nge kontong.
Ousman nejo.
Ibe fo bir kama bimu New Year's Eve leti ibe je montoro wati killing yaki je komanto. Munewe kere bir kama sare oto bi for New Year's Eve.
Abaraka bake pa Ousman ni ko biri kama akata dula mi yalon ko ni ko fon wala ka program okay ay kaje ko biri kama kol ka finti kana program ni attend and wala bijan science bari nalon ne ko min keta ST biri kama boyo aka fireworks kele biri kama ka mol kumandi ka fo ko annana na fon so to bari ni ko biri kama ST boto wolto se nyin temben na mbole to ten kaje ko mol finti tan na dindin ka fuke kana nyin fireworks tarandi jambi
wo kuma ta bake Aisatu iko ST birkama boyo amin tara kumu ke kuleti ST mu birkama koleti ye wole fo so nyim programo be ke kamin to le birkama je
avec kan SSP le mimmo dula bati mi yalon ko most of the time program ol kaka to meeting ol kaka to bi nak birkama kol be benta wolto kana nyu fireworks okay bari na ne ko Senegambia ka congested to an extent mol bu ka fon soto no kala fa nyami sang ay be benta janne bi ka fon soto
ibe benta amin je SSP pour ka fon soto je Aisatu serung keta coronavirus watoti dula mam fa bake na timo sen no jele serung albenu je ji serung je nyadile ani bi SSP ni serung SSP yaje nyadile nying estila fireworks programme me akakije
ko ya fo nyamin ni ko covid kata kulati mi yalan ko amanke ko Gambia da male covid so Gambia is not an exception covid tata banku jamato and mobe were affected by the covid ni economy jibe ni na musical programs so jibe ya be stop learning because covid walatina but bi alhamdulillah mol minu bi ja asiata bakere kambano ni sukutu ngol ibe bi jambe donc ye pare fo ni nyata dol yela boots dun dol yela heels dun dol yela dress dun ibe bi janne kaaje ko ifana benta jankanyu program mo enjoy.
besides fireworks what other programs rel be ke kanje Aisatu
Your musical performance sort of mini ko various artists mini bota Brikama and beyond will be perform club jambi the likes of Kombonka Minko you know Nyanchonyol Sifal will be better niko apacha ke kata mo ti mi ko niko apacha ke rak ye Nyanchole ma so I baby janne bi kaje ko in fanana ta ka perform up to their best of ability kaje ko mol your fun sort of mol content so mol ta jambi
Isatu ngalong probably ka estila dankilo lamoyle jumale la best dankilo ti estila dankilo kono isala nyano bang
Gambiana yeah man sala no ba wala de toro o Gambiana also but then mita Gambia Gambiana duma Americana so wala you know naka me man fo ben feel kan so that is it ko bi janyin tabenna
ila pare dumbe nyinyari ne de biye jumale te parendi
yes pause mania for open content la back come man ka kenyamis all the time janko keta multi mialonko wala ka to outfit dira la ka fanyo ko Aisha miss akan kuma ni miss yo da lu bax rek nga wara sol xam nga so kay dem tok ci terabit sol lu bax so janko tay telefon tan ni jambia ni roba dina ko ñuko na dung nata ci tele to wala natalo tele ñaati nga mol kan jibe dunia bere ben jibe kaso so shout out to all the people looking at me right now so and happy new year to you all. Maybe witness many more to come. So pause man abaraka bake.
abaraka Aisatu mbe bulala drong ngata fo banjun sajen ni Mohamed Bay Garmi diamu mbe murla ne kanne abaraka Aisatu mbe murla ne kanne nyato damandeng Garmi
Abaraka bake pause man.
hello Garmi yang ñoy dégg ndax hello Garmi yang ñoy dégg
waaw Ousman mang lay dégg no ngi lay
waaw ñu ngi lay ziaré rek bu baax di la ndokale ci at bu bees bi nga xam ne ñu ngi koy jublu si nag wate bi jegeñ na ndong li yaa ngi ci Banjul depuis ñaari waxtu ci gannaaw lan nga ñu mën a wax ci li xew Banjul
waaw jaajëf Pa Ousman di nuyu mbokk yi seetaan balaa loolu rek di leen ñaanal at mu yees ndaxte fekk ay simili yu néew dinañ dugg ci at mu yees mi muy 2022 daaw defoon nañ ko nu fekkee ko ren fas yéene ko defaat ànd ak ñoom
fii nag ñu koy waxee rek USE fii ci Banjul mooy ci capital bu Gambia ku xam Banjul xam ne moom la ñuy woowee di city of light ñi ngi fi waaye boo xoolee fi ñu taxaw xam ngeen ne dafa am Gambie Banjul li nga xam ne mooy nuñ ko xamee mooy bokk na ci hunting li nga xam ne culture la boo xam ne buy xew ci USE wala USD da ngay gis ne dañuy génn ngir rek di wane taaru Gambie ci li nga xam ne rek mooy mbatit boobu muy culture ci loolu nag gis nañ fi ay nit yu bari yoo xam ne ñëw nañ teewee ci ko bokkul rek ci ñi nga xam ne fii ci Banjul lañ fekk baax waaye ci gox-goxaan yu nekk ci Gambie yëpp am ñëw nañ ngir rek teewee ci li nga xam ne rek mooy bis bu spécial bi nga xam ne kenn bëggul nu nettali la ko ni ki rek daaw xam nga ni Pa Ousman coronavirus bi ba tey sax mi ngi fi waaye daaw dafa jéggi woon dayoo ba nga xam ne restriction amoon na looloo taxoon sax ba li nga xam ne mooy niñ ko waroon feetee wala niñ ko waroon dundee daaw demeewul noonu ndaxte coronavirus bi moo taxoon ba nga xam ne rek amul léegi nag ren nag daanaka restriction amul ndax Minister of Culture bi ñu doon séq ak moom waxtaan balaa li nga xam ne rek moo di mbir mi di xew demoon nañ foofa toog ak moom waxtaan ak moom lim ñu xamal rek mooy ren dinañ ko daal di rek célébrer ba moom sax dige woon na dina fi ñëw waaye xëy na ba tey gisaguñ nag mu yegg si amaana dafa mi ngi ci yoon wala dafa am rek lu tagatémbe ba tax yegg seegul waaye lu ci mënti am rek Pa Ousman Joof fii ci Banjul daal foo sànni mbatt mu takk nit ñi bari nañ gone yi bari nañ semestre yi mooy yi nga xam ne Gambiens leen diaspora waaye bokk na sax ñi nga xam ne tugal lañ féetee maanaam tourisme yi nga xam ne dañuy jugee ci réew yu different yi ay Switzerland ay Amérique England ak France yeneen ak yeneen réew ñi ngi fii ngir rek teewee ci bis bu màgg bi li nga xam ne ni Banjul daf ci am lu spécial loo xam ne daf ko ci def Pa Ousman su ko defee rek gars yi ñi ngi tëggantu waaye ñi ngi pare nag pour rek parce que spécial réveillon la mooy US Eve ndax it di la fàttali ne Pa Ousman am na suñu ay mbokku Sénégal yu ñuy seetaan ndax xam nga ne Gambian Talents TV dafa am ñu bari yu ñoo xam ne dañ koy seetaan rawatina ñi nga xam ne rek ñooy nekk foofee ci Sénégal li leen di wax rek nous sommes présents ici à Banjul pour rek fêter la réveillon fii nii mooy News Eve ngir rek ngeen si kanam ngeen xool pétard yi nga xam ne daañu ko sànni muy défilé ngeen dund moment magnifique moment unique fii ci Banjul capitale bu Gambia Pa Ousman defe naa ne daal fi mu toll nii foo sànni mbatt mu tag dafa mel ni Pa Ousman nekkul lu ñuy dégg waaye yéen ñuy seetaan ni ki ni ma leen ko waxee rek
Pa Ousman bu jigéen mu ngi ne
ok Fatou
Garmi waaye yow tey Banjul mooy capital city waaye dafa mel ni Banjul gumbut comme Serekunda
Banjul xumb na Fatou ndax boo xoolee Banjul dafa am lu spécial loo xam ne bu ñu waxee US Eve ñu bari dañuy bëgg rek ñëw fi nga xam ne mooy fii ci Banjul ngir rek Pa Ousman
waaw nga balal ñu rek suma téléphone bi moo fay noonu dama am pour ton triat ko rek waaye ñu ngi jéggalu bu baax ci technical issue boobu.
No, Mr. Joof. So guys, you see Mr. Joof is out, but you see man ak Garmi continue neen. So in case Garmi mu ngi present, Mr. Joof nekku di duga is not ne dama jël kooku place am because ñiti waru nga xam ne kooku dafa génn. So yow mun nga continue sa wax. Great.
So that is where teamwork comes in. In fact, that is where teamwork comes in because we should be able to step in for each other. Comme nim xewee noonu rek all these technicalities nim xewee nii léegi mun na moo xew ci bés bi and su boobaa yow war ngaa mun a continuer not to allow dead air. In fact, a few minutes ago at some point yéen seen video bi dem na off. I continued making the commentary and not allow any dead air to take place. So it's very important that we don't allow dead air to take place. So Garmi li nga doon wax rek mooy ci Minister of Tourism daaw defoon nga reporting ci New Year's waaye Ndakaaru nga nekkoon tey nga nekk fii ci Banjul lan mooy difference ndax am na benn difference bu nekk ci reporté Dakar naka New Year's ci Dakar ak New Year ci Gambie soo ñu doon wax ci difference boobu ci ñaar yooyu lan nga ñu mun a wax.
waaw jaajëf Pa Ousman Joof dëgg la daaw noo ngi woon fële Dakar ci ses doon rek wane li nga xam ne rek mooy réveillon bi nga xam ne waa Dakar waas yi noo ngi ko doon am waaye nu amee woon ko ci beneen façon bu bokkul ak ni mu daa demee li ko waraloon rek mooy coronavirus muy mbas mi nga xam ne dafa wàccoon ci àdduna bi ba tax ñu def restriction yu bëri file nag tey jilee ci Banjul wutee na tuuti ndax Banjul fii dañuy gis ay culture yoo xam ne dafa wuteeg yi ni ko Sénégal di màggalee ndax fii da ngay gis ay hontin loolu amul Sénégal loolu tax na sax ba am na ay sénégalais yoo xam ne dañuy ñëw fii Banjul wala fii ngir rek dund moment yi nga xam ne c'est moment historique ngir rek mën koo fàttaliku bu ñu demee Dakar ni ñu koy féetee mooy da ngay gis ne dinañ def réveillon soirée yu différent ci yenn place yu wute muy boo gisee Youssou Ndour day tëgg fi nga xam ne mooy Cissés keneen tëgg feneen waaye daaw gis nga Cissés dara amu fa woon waaye nit ñi teewul génn nañ sànni woon nañ ay pétard ngir rek ba tey bañ a géel li nga xam ne mooy bés bi waaye xaw na wutee daal diggante fi nga xam ne moo di Banjul fii niñ koy féetee nag bokk na ci li nga xam ne mooy ay xontin génn di défilé nit ñi di way di tëgg di fecci di sànni li nga xam ne rek mooy pétard yi ngir rek màggal li nga xam ne mooy bis bu màgg bi nga xam ne mooy at mu yees ndax defe naa ne at bu la yàlla jàppalee ba nga dund atum lëmb ba war a duggaat ci beneen at bu bees defe naa ne jar na nga màggal ko waaye jar na it nga wane ca mbégte ngir am na ñoo xam ne fekkee woon nañ ko daaw te ren fekkee wuñu ko loolu mooy li nga xam ne mooy lu spécial ci li nga xam ne mooy nuye bi waaye Banjul ak Dakar nu ñu koy féete am na li nga xam ne rek moo di wutee tuuti ci li nga xam ne mooy kol ci waaye à part loolu lépp benn la ci sànni pétard yi ci ànd ak sa famille dem màggal li nga xam ne mooy réveillon bi ànd ak say xarit ànd ak say mbokk ànd ak say soxna ñi nga xam ne sama maas leen ay célibataire leen ànd ak ñi nga xam ne ñooy seen gel yi seen coro yi ngir rek
gar mi dogumala waaye dama dégg Youssou Ndour bi ci nu ngi tàng noonu foofu bàjjen la nekk di woy noonu bàjjen moo di magi baay ñamal ñu ci Youssou bi ñu seet fi mu nekk nii kay soxlaatuñ pour dégg gar mi ñamal ñu seet
waaw pa Ousmane gars yi xam naa ne dinaa leen woyal ndax fi mu toll nii Youssou Ndour jàll na foofu son bi mu nekk di woy mooy son bi nga xam ne c'est son bu historique la ndax ba ñu ubbee terre régionale da nga gis ne dafa am son bu baax bu magnifique boo xam ne daf ko woy mooy fi nga xamee fu mu naan ngir maa dundee li ma weesu day dellusee ba mel ni seetu seetal léegi-léegi ma gestu ci li ma weesu wala sax di bàkku bu xale yi feete man dama leen di teete damay delugu ne Pa Ousmane foofu la Youssou Ndour daal rek daal di tollu
Mr. Joof, you know what who can tell me what have you learned from Garmi dafa mel ni Mr. Joof woy bu mu la jox what can you tell me munut woy boobu waaye bii la gën a mun you see media is all about being creative media nekkul Mr. Joof jox na la woy bi rek nga ne daf ma jox woy bi man tamit dama war a rusloo suma boppa so Garmi play na fi stratégie ba nga xam ne Mr. Joof du xam ne munut woy bi so gis nga yéen ñi seetaan yéen a ngi ree all of a sudden maa ngi toog foofu maa ngi gis Aïssatou Koli ree na ba tegal boppam so ba doo war a présent nga mel ni comme ku dee nga war a présent nga mel ni koo xam ne amuloo yax good I love it.
You know, I teach you guys some skills. I said use your radar. Improvisation, we taught you to improvise, we taught you to use your radar. These are all skills you have su ngeen ko practicalize, you will become one of the best people in this field. And that's exactly what it is. Improvising is very normal and typical in this field, and you will not always get things the way you want it. Mun nga dem bereb li nga expect foofu amuloo ko ni nga ko foogee woon demeewul noonu foog nga adjust sa boppa. You don't just sit and not do anything. And that would bring me back to Garmi Demba Yak Kurubali Fingendemon. Earlier, I was talking about it. Fingendemon UDP, you guys brought me a 16-minute video. I would have expected much more than that. So, Ngendeme Demgen UDP, I bañ benn nañ leen dugalal 1.5 1,500 megabytes just because I expect ne di ngeen fa nekk for an hour 2 or 3 pour mun a def live video to show us what is happening there. Dem ngeen foofu that was impossible. You could have substituted. Whether biir foofu la whether da ngeen a dox towards fini, I text you afterwards to tell you some of the things that I would have expected, but it's the same thing. Mun ngeen a dem Banjul be foofu noonu and nothing will happen. Xale jigéen ñi sante be mata géeja. And this is something that I was going to recommend. You watch the Semester Avenue, for example, the same thing li ma wax. There was a day last week that Fat Samba and Maimuna went to the airport to do Semester Avenue, and when they get there, there wasn't much available, much activities. They improvised and created some fun out there. It's one of the best, Semester Avenues that they have done. They created fun. You know, dañoo race ñoom ñaar nga gis ñoom ñaar kan moo dàq sa morom daw. You can see them race. Guy def ko ñu ne it wasn't good. They came back and repeated it again. Déedéet da nga sàcca déedéet winuloo man maa win nañ ko defaat. You just need to be able to create something, whether you have a guest or not, whether there are people or not. But most of you, when you go places, fii dara nekku di fi xew. You just sit down because dara nekku di fi xew. I don't want to hear that, including this particular day. You may go to Banjul and nothing is happening there. You may go to Serekunda and nothing is happening there. You may go to Birkama and nothing is happening there. Wala nga dem tension am fa. To fight amee danga demoon pour cover New Year's program. Tension am. What are you going to do? You must adjust and improvise and adjust yourself according to what you have seen. Waaye ñu dellu si waat rek ci yëf yi Garmi wax ji neex na yow ndeke sa baat bi ni la neexee baati wuru si ngalam bi macha allah woy woowu neex na trop delloo nga ma cosaan ni nga ko waxee rek Youssou Ndour fi nga xam ne génn na fa waaye Garmi bala ngeen a egg si ci gannaaw am na lu ma gis ci Facebook bi ñu ne Denton Bridge trafic baa ngi blogoon foofu dafa amoon lu xew Denton Bridge bi ngeen a ñëw wala dara xew fa.
waaw boobu li fa xewoon mooy ki nga xam ne mooy Brikama Boyo esti ab artiste la bu mag bu Gambie moo doon dugg si bi mu doon ñëw xam nga surprise la woon waaye bi xam nga Denton Bridge foofu li fay am mooy policiers yi da ngay gis ne dañ fa def sécurité ba fa tight parce que ñu ngi ci transitional period ndax président Adama Barrow mi ngi jotaat li nga xam ne mooy ñaareelu kayam muy mandate tam ngir rek doxalaat moo tax sécurité fa tight waaye esti bi mu génnee foofu rek ci la jaxasu boobu ñëw fan yi fa nekkoon ñu bari wàcc seen oto loolu moo créé woon embouteillage boobu trafic jam boobu waaye léegi police yi kul nañ ko down ba esti daal di rek jàll moom it ñëwul woon fële pour way ndax séq naag moom waxtaan di ngeen ko seetaan léegi li ma ko laaj mooy da nga ñëw fii ngir way wala mu ne noonu dafa ñëw ngir seetaan li nga xam ne mooy hunting ndax moom Gambien la ba mu nekk booy lii dafa bokkoon ci lu muy yàkkamti mu jot ngir rek mu daal di koy féete loolu moo waraloon daal trafic jam bi foofu Pa Ousman Joof
fi nga génn si sanse nooy na de sa costume ko ci jaar.
waaw maa sañse sama bopp nag Pa Ousman wax dëgg fa yàlla maa sañse sama bopp maa sañsel sama bopp xanaa di gërëm rek sama téer Moustapha Touré ci ñëw bu rafet bi ak dàll yi tamit yi maa jëndal sama bopp daal waaye maa ngi gërëm it ki may jaay dàll muy Malick Konté waaye maa ko jënd sama xaalis waaw baax na jërëjëf Pa Ousman xanaa gërëm sama caméra woman bi gërëm sama caméra Fatmata Sagnang ak ki nga xam ne moo di Aïssatou Touré nooy wane nii muy rafet man maa nekk ci wax ji waaye defe naa ñoom it ñu ngi ci ginnaaw di def liggéey bu am solo Pa Ousman
Garmi balañ laa bàyyi rek maa ngi dégg ci kaw stage bi liy tëgg noonu neex na lan moo nekk di xew noonu dañuy gis yooxu yu bari yooyu ñuy dégg ambiance boobu lan moo xew nii
xam nga Hunting Society bi wuyoo ci Ekumba Ba mooy dugg si di màggal li nga xam ne mooy 55th anniversaire am ñooy waaj a dugg si noonu dafay waaj a génn ñi nga xam ne ñooy tëgg ñoo yëg ci kaw di announce ñëw yi ki nga xam ne mooy Ekumba Ba moo tax nga dégg coow lu bari lii ak fecc mu bari mi xam naa man dama yëg ci kaw soobee yàlla fecc yu graaw boo leen gisagul Garmi muy fecc ci kanam dig naa leen rendez-vous di ngeen gis Garmi fecc leen ci kanam.
So camera people, that's where you come in. I heard noise that I'm curious about. I want to know about that noise. As I'm asking, the camera people should be able to turn around to show us the noise and what is happening. Of course, Garmi describe nako mu ngi describe ne Ekumba Ba ñoo nekk di egg si ñooy dugg si. So you should be able to show us what is happening. You should be able to tell us.
And Mr. Joof, I think I told what's her name, Bindu Sinate last week that the journalists, that is why journalists do intro and closing. At the end of the day, journalists be important. No? So journalists be the one you need to gis journalists. Environment be need to gis. Then they gis kumo co-presenter like Mr. Joof, my boss Garmi when it comes to presenting me. They gis Garmi so gise camera be mungi fofu. Garmi tam the first start neka the whole environment. Then Mr. Joof so gise let's say mugis kuromba. Ami diba Roma na hit na Garmi hame would Ami diba. So that Mr. Joof Garmi never melni Ami diba de more romba. So that Garmi moment must start the energy Ami diba. Why so ko tigi only si koko den luta Garmi mu neka fo hawa bandi kon ñu am Garmi mu neka si office bi kesse tok yow nga neka si ground bi den Garmi muy set yow li nga indi rek mom mu jël ko So yéen da ngeen
So for you guys to know, we are sending you on the ground to tell us and show us what is happening. Is Lamin Sise here?
Yes, Lamin.
Call Lamin for me.
Uncle Lamin. Get me oil Lamin. Yes, thank you. So Mr. You will put it here, don't mind.
Yes, so you can see that these are all different skills and tips that you folks need to have.
Please.
These are different tips and skills that need to happen, that you need to understand. I mean, help. And you need to understand that when they happen, you have to improvise. Where's Lamin?
Lamin is coming.
Okay.
Okay. He's coming. So let's
Okay.
go with another person.
Mhm.
Our guest is here. Sheriff is here. Bin
Mhm.
Nakala, Maimuna, Mr. You want to talk to you. Our soul is here. Bindu Sinata is here. Kurubali
Yes,
is here.
let me
Ibrahim
ask
Ajad.
Lamin. Let me ask Lamin first.
Very professional. He looks very professional.
You were you were at the Lamin.
Yes.
Lamin tay dafa leer de. Yeah. When I saw Lamin's picture at Farsamba shared at the radio, hey, Lamin ide funkura rinje potong. The picture that Farsamba took at the radio station, the other when Lamin just started.
Lamin is the one that motivated. I said only and others. Yes.
Mm.
Lamin motivated.
Anyway, I want to ask you about when you were at the courthouse last week to report. There were people there who you didn't know, but because you were constantly in touch with me and I was writing the names, can you tell me, you remember that experience, and can you tell me what happened? You did something that I was
Yes.
proud
Yeah, that's true. And when I was there, I was communicating with Mr. Joof. When I was outside, there are some independent candidates who came there, and they were standing outside. Oh, okay. And they were standing outside. So I recognized Tamsir Jase, but then the rest I was not able to recognize them. So I was communicating with Mr. Joof, and also he was also sending text through the comment box. So I was also checking those comments. So I came across where Mr. Joof was sent a text message, and then that was where I saw the name of the other person, and he was trying to describe the person in, I think, yellow, something like that. Yeah, and then I think he was having a white hat. So then that was when I also started giving comments, telling the people that this is Mr. Ahmad Kande. He was also an independent candidate who endorsed the candidature of President Adam Barrow before the elections.
Yes. So there was Tamsir Jase, there was Dr. Amadou Kante, who was an independent
Amadou
candidate.
Kande.
There was Papa Fall, who is the grandson of Sadauda
Yeah.
Bajara. And Tamsir Jase, of course, used to be the former director of immigration, who was arrested by Yaya Jammeh, convicted
Yes.
and detained and released. And I had to send these things in the comment box. I didn't tell Lamin anything. I just wrote it in the box, and Lamin didn't just jump and read them. With time, after 5 minutes, I had him making commentary and mentioning those names. These are people he didn't even know. Hamud Lenza. But because he saw it, he was constantly following and he saw the comments, he was able to relate that and actually bring it out to the people to let them know that this is what it is by going through the comments that I was putting out there. So, a couple of things that I want to say there is to observe and pay attention and also be able to communicate, especially if you are doing live. Nobody seeing Mungena Nekaridem live again. Just I will reference Garmi and Kulubali's thing yesterday. You guys were live. Whoever was operating the camera for a minute, there was no audio for over 10 minutes. That's a long time. People are interested. Over 100 and something people have logged on. They were very eager and interested. They didn't go anywhere, but they keep writing for you guys. There is no audio, no audio, no audio. Check your audio, no audio, check your audio, until they had to call me on WhatsApp and bring it to my attention for me to call back. So you need to pay attention to things like that. What Lamin did was very nice. And I wanted to make sure that we pay attention to something like that. When you are out and about, pay attention. You hear somebody call somebody, well, attention we around people. Go to them. Go to them. So you see somebody is all of a sudden, group in a class. You must be curious and sensitive and want to know what is happening, inquisitive to know what is happening. Thank you, Lamin. You can go back to what you are doing. Thank you, Lamin.
All right, thank you.
Yes. So what I am saying is you need to be able to observe. So to you go there. Léegi nag dañu continuer rek mbokk yi, just like we have told you, it is a very important day. It is New Year's Eve and we are around the world having a program. Welcome to the Gambian Talents TV. If you are just tuning in, we are live and direct together with our team in the Gambia, and we are showing you how New Year's is celebrated in different parts of the country this month and this minute. Duñ def dara lu ñu dem feneen ak ca Bakote. We will go to Bakote, where the Sheikh Sarifuddin Islamic Center is having a Quranic recitation night, and our brother Sharif Conte is there. We'll bring Sharif to tell us what is happening at the Sheikh Sarifuddin Islamic Center. Assalamu alaikum, brother Sharif.
Walaikum salam, Mr. Joof.
How are you, sir?
I'm fine.
Well, it's New Year's Eve. It's a few minutes to midnight. You are there in Bakote. What is happening there?
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Joof. The environment looks very calm here in Bakote, and people are reciting the Quran. Some people are doing other things around here, but the place is very, very, very quiet, as you all know. This compound here, what people used to do here is every year elders will gather here to come and learn Quran. Some will come and listen to the recitations. As you all know, they said if you are not learning, but if somebody is learning, you have to listen to the person so that you can be equal in terms of the rewarding. So that is how it used to be. Every year in this compound here, people are around, the place is calm, and also the listeners are also around here.
Well, New Year's is usually celebrated with music, entertainment, and other things that are happening in other parts of the country, as we have featured. Different things happening. Who are the organizers of this particular event, and why did they choose Quranic recitation?
The organizers of these programs are Islamic foundations. As you all know, we have a very big diversity in this country here. People are different based on tribe, people are different based on their beliefs, and also people are different based on their own lifestyle. The age gap, generation gap also is there. So that's why the foundation that sponsored this program, they are of Islamic belief, so that's why they organize this Quranic recitation. But if you go to some other places, people use different ways of celebrating this. But as you all know, like I said, diversity is important. In this place here, the organizers are of Islamic minded, so that's why they call people to come and recite the Quran here. And also, you have people who come and listen to the recitation, so that they also can have the reward.
So who have you seen in the audience, and who are some of the sheikhs that are there, or the people
Yes,
reciting the Quran?
yes, we have Sheikh Asadul Koli. We also have Ibrahim. We also have Lamin. Also, they are all around here. Like I said, it is very important whenever people like this, whenever they had this kind of meeting, they also try to come and join, so that they also can have a reward, and also they can benefit people. Also, they are also teaching people to know their religion more. So that's why they are all around in this gathering.
I can hear the very beautiful voice reciting. Who is that? Who is that reciting?
Yes, that one is a lady called Amidiba, a very religious lady who can recite very well. She's also around. That's why she's also given a space to come and perform this in the.
So right there, camera person, I said I had a very beautiful voice reciting. The camera person, and Sirif says it's Amidiba. Automatically the camera person should turn to Amidiba, and while Ami is reciting. So these are the things that we need to understand. When the situation is being described, please, camera people, please, we need you to show us, please, what is being described, what is being talked about. I asked Sirif, what is happening? I hear a beautiful voice reciting. In the background, remember, I can hear what is happening. So if I hear something that is important, we are curious. We want to know what is happening. In fact, some of these things I want to say to you, the journalists, including Sheriff, we should not ask about it. If you hear something is happening or you see it, you should be able to show us. Even Dahaba, when I was interviewing him on Christmas Day, he did it. He was like, Pa Ousman, film ne kanina kakadebul bi moy romba kakadebul bi. And then the camera person turned to the kakadebul to show us what is happening. So you should be able to pick your environment, the change. If Serif is doing commentary and all of a sudden you hear a loud noise, or you hear clapping, or you hear singing, or you hear whatever it is, you should be able to turn around and show us exactly what is happening. We need to be able to see that, right? So, key amongst what you do is understanding where you are and what is happening. So, as you can see, we have been there with Sheriff, and so Mr. Conte, we heard the beautiful recitation that Amidiba has actually done. Mashallah. How long is this going to last?
Yes, this event or this gathering is going to last for 4 hours here. After when they will just pray and then they will all disperse. All of them, some of them will just disperse quickly, but some will remain here until in the morning. But then after Fajr, all the all the spectators will disperse.
Mashallah, Sheriff. I mean, very beautiful. And what plans do you have? Is this the only event you are attending tonight, or does Sheriff have other plans as far as the New Year's is concerned?
Yes, as I supposed to be here up to 4 o'clock, that is going to take 4 hours. So immediately after that, I think immediately after that, I have to report back to the office.
Is there anything Sheriff is doing for the New Year's?
Um, no, no, no.
Okay. Well, well, thank you very much, Sheriff. We will be back to you later on to see what is happening there.
All right, thank you.
Mm. We will proceed to the St. Teresa's Church at Westfield. Of course, it's New Year's Eve and there is mass going on over there. Our reporter, our Gise, is at St. Paris Church. Our
Yes, Mr. Joof, good evening.
evening, how are you?
I'm fine.
You are there at the St. Paris Church in Westfield. Can you tell us what is happening there right now?
Here at St. Paris Church, we have a lot of pastors and a lot of fathers here at St. Paris Church celebrating the new year and also praying, as they said that after Christmas they have 8 days that they should be praying, which is also part of the Christmas values. Also, it's not just the Christmas day that is the Christmas. After the Christmas, you have 8 more days to go. So as we can see, New Year is part of it. So there are a lot of pastors here, and some of the fathers are also here to pray.
When did the mass start?
The mass started by 8 and it will continue till early morning.
It will continue till early morning. What
Yes,
was the
till
pastor? What was the pastor's message to, or what is the pastor's message? I mean, to the congregation.
we have here Pastor James. We had Pastor Selvista, who is a very big and known pastor here, and he was preaching about the Word of God, and also they were also teaching people about Christmas, what Christmas is all about, and also how Christmas came about, and the teachings of Christmas, what is expected of the Christians during this period.
What are some of the activities that happen there besides the speeches of the pastor?
The pastors are doing here a lot of miracle work. There are so many people here. People come here with different problems. Some people come here like they said the angel is behind them, helping them to make the blinds to see. Let's say to make the lame to walk, and also the barrel to also conceive, as they believe. And also some people are here who attest to that the pastors did those miracles, that some were blind and the pastors prayed for them and they see. And all these things are things which happens during the mass, during Christmas, and 8 days before and 8 days after Christmas. So that is the same miracles that is also working here. And also they are also having prayers here and thanking God for this Christmas and for the new year as well.
I know the Gises love food. So, is there any food being served tonight? If so, what is being served, and what did you
Yes.
personally have?
So many food were served here. Like you have chicken, you have some. They also bring pork for those who for some of the Christians who eat pork, and they believe that not all the Christians eat pork, so they brought pork and also chicken, but I had the chicken and chips, and I also had canned drinks, and like, that is how it will proceed. Like it's just serve yourselves, you eat when you are hungry till morning.
Eat when you are hungry. And what is your New Year's resolution, Awa?
My New Year's resolution,
Mm-hmm.
this new year, Mr. Joof, I can see that it's kind of different from the previous New Year's. I can say, like this is the first New Year that I have ever been out. Let's say outside to know what people are how people are celebrating the New Year, because it has never happened before. Like my parents are strict, so I never go out. So thanks to Gambian talents that I'm having this opportunity, and going out the New Year on coverage to know what people are how people are celebrating this new year.
Thank you very much, Awa. We will be back with you.
Thank you, Mr. Ju.
Yes, you are watching a special New Year's edition, New Year's Eve edition, right here at the Gambian Talents TV. That was our reporter, our Gise from the St. Parish Church, at Westfield. We will take a quick commercial break, and when we return, of course, we will be joined by Fatmata Kurubali, who will be hosting us for the next 1 hour. As I will be taking a break. So, Kurubali, you can take over after the commercial break.
After the commercial break, Kulval, Pamado Kulval will be interviewed.
So, Kurubali, you take.
Savez-vous que les enfants de 12 ans et plus peuvent se faire vacciner contre le coronavirus? Protégez-vous, vos proches et la société en général en vous faisant vacciner. Nous pouvons vous aider, vous et vos enfants, à vous inscrire gratuitement. Contactez Gambia Talents Promotion au 404 593 62 15 ou envoyez un email à info@gambiatalentspromotion.org. Rappelle-toi, le coronavirus est réel. Faites-vous vacciner dès aujourd'hui.
Hello, Mr. Joof.
You're not talking to Mr. Joof, you are talking to your audience. Mr. Joof is gone.
Okay, assalamualaikum mbaɗigol mi yalani ko rek amol jube kantende Gambian Talent TV len kon kakale nyamin wato watendron bidun nata jane ka fada mi ko bakaw me bakaw leten bakaw sati ba but an
Kurubali,
kabi rek mbabul
inara munela bakaw.
iya kumul yalo nyamin tendron bi mu lungoti mi yalani ko lumbalen Gambia kono
Kurubali, you were not following. You were not following. I didn't ask you to go and report. You are not reporting. You are sitting in my seat. Nte wultalen tata. I am gone. You are the one hosting and calling people and bringing them in. You are the one interviewing the reporters. You are sitting in my seat now. So bring us the person in back out. Just like I was doing with everybody else. Just like I was doing with everybody else is what I expect you to do now. Bring us the person in Bakau. You are sitting on my seat now. If you guys remember, when we did the election reporting, the election thing. If you remember, Lamin Jai, Sajabrito will host, sometimes Fatu Kamara will host, sometimes we were going and coming. I'm not able to be here throughout the show. So I stepped out, I took a break, and I'm telling you to take over my position now. That's what you're doing. This minute, this second.
Okay. Ambadi wale kumna fala nyama rek Gambian Talent TV leng ambala jande dulat ka famiko.
So the studio is in Westfield. We are in the studio in Westfield.
For example, if you have a studio call, so you call someone outside and interview the person, like what Ousman was doing.
Okay.
You understand?
I still understand.
You understand? Sleep interview.
Yes.
About Maria.
Jata, Jata, Jata. Hello, guys. Hello, hello. Jata. Where is Ibrahim Jata?
He's here.
Take charge. Take charge, Jata. We took a quick commercial break and we are back. Ibrahim Jata has taken over from me.
Welcome back to Gambian Talent Studio, Gambian Talent TV Studios here in Westville. As you all know, we are doing the live coverage of the New Year's Eve here. On Gambian Talent TV, we have our reporters on various areas in around the country. We have Maimuna Jaju in Fonyi. We are going to call Maimuna to ask what is going on in Fonyi. Maimuna, hello Maimuna.
Jata, when did Maimuna go to Fonyi? When Maimuna was in Senegambia. So, Maimuna left Senegambia and she's now in Fonyi, right? Is it that quick?
I wasn't here before, I don't know.
I traveled.
Okay, Maimuna now
Maimuna-
traveled to Fonyi, so.
I traveled to Food earlier.
Oh, okay. So you are covering two places. Okay.
Yes.
Yes. So, Maimuna, tell us what is happening in Fonyi.
Yes, at this moment, thank you very much, Ibrahima. We are here in Fonyi Sintat. It's the annual carnival which will normally happen every year. So this year, New Year's Eve, they decided
Your
to.
audio is not good now. Your audio is not good now. The audio
Is
is
it
not
good
good
now?
now. Since Jata touched the mic, I don't know what Jata did.
Hello,
Whatever
hello.
Jata did. Since Jata touched the mic, it's become whatever.
Mr. Jumngenyo.
Nope, it's still the same. Whatever Jata did on it. Whatever Jata did on it,
Hello, Mr. Joof, you getting us?
it's still the same.
Yeah, you can go ahead, Mr. Joof.
Okay,
Found a
so
way
let
to
them
use video.
continue. Let them continue.
Hello, are you getting them?
Yes, I can get you.
Yeah, you know what was the problem? This was not clip. Dega, no de kak. I said to buy a. So make sure you clip, huh? What are you long? I said it's okay. So make sure next time you clip, come clip. All right. Who was talking? I said enough.
Hello, Mr. Joof.
Yes, and when you were talking to Mr. Joof, no Mr. Joof.
Ousman.
You are not talking to me, you are talking to Jata.
Yes, Ibrahima Ali. Yes, big data Ali mo don laajte lu xew Fonyi. So maa ko doon wax ne ñu ngi fi. Malang mo.
What?
Yeah.
Get up.
Ask me.
No, I'm on this. I'm in the studio.
You're in the studio. Okay, go and sit there.
But even if you're in the studio, this is how it is.
Yes, this is how I sit in the studio.
So like nu ma ko doon waxee earlier ba léegi ñu ngi fi nga xam ne moo nekk Foni Sintet fi nga xam ne ñu ngi def seen annual carnival bi nga xam ne boobu la gaay day def every year so man musuma xam ne joolaay dañ xam carnival waaye at this moment waa Foni génn si leen from different places sol seen racks sol seen ak yeneen ay boots ak seen t-shirt yi nga xam ne yooyu leen print for the annual carnival so most of them ñu ngi bàyyi ko from Kombo ak within Sintet bi si boppam gaayam fii pour mun a gis ne mun nañoo celebrate seen carnival waaye man musuma xam ne waa Foni dañ dee def carnival Ibrahima.
Maimuna, tell us how this carnival started. Is this the first year that they started celebrating this carnival, or did they have they been doing it every New Year?
Yes, like they said this carnival they have been doing it for the past years. Normally they do it during the Tobaski, but this year they decided to bring it back to Christmas because they've seen that it's the festive season and most of the citizens will travel from different parts of the country to come and join them. Yeah.
So who are the organizers of this carnival? Who are the organizers?
Yes, the carnival was organized by the natives of Sintet Tambakunda, the likes of Pamodo and the crew. They decided to bring it together in order to make sure that they bring the natives of Sintet together for national development. They decided that when the profit gained from this carnival, they would use it to bring pipe-borne water and also to provide street lights for the natives of and also their ward within their ward of Tambakunda.
We are hearing a lot of noise. What are some of the things that people are saying? What are some of the what?
Yes. At this moment, we've seen the slogan here is Besuba. That's the only thing you hear. Besuba, Besuba, sort of. The only thing you hear is Besuba, Besuba. That is the slogan going on. And we've seen our sisters with their racks and all that stuff. It's also a carnival. So, Besuba, Besuba. And also the ambience is here. People are enjoying themselves. We've seen the old people, the boys and the girls are here to organize this carnival. So this is the current situation going on live in Foni Sintet at this moment, Ibrahim.
Thank you very much, Maimuna. And that was Maimuna Jaju from all the way from Foni, Gambian Talents TV. That's how we do it. Every New Year, we send our reporters to various areas in Gambia and we ask them, we call them to show you what is happening in around the country. People are celebrating differently this year. It was election year, but things have been cool now, so people are enjoying. Right now, I will pass the mic to
Maimuna was in Senegambia. Maimuna left there and went to Funi. Now she reported till she finished. There is no comparison. There is no reference to that. Maimuna, it's important. So in any of them places, it is important you let us know and bring in some comparison. Yes, those of you that are watching, yes, earlier on you have seen me in Senegambia, and I showed you the ambience and what has happened there. Of course, from Senegambia, we proceeded here and came to Fonyi Sintet. Where there is a carnival going on, blah blah blah, whatever you are going to say after that. But you at least need to be able to establish the connection because earlier people saw you at Senegambia. So if you left Senegambia and them fenen, then like one. That's one thing. Number two, I want to say, let's say you don't have to do a new introduction every single time. And I'm saying this because I saw it during the Christmas. Some of you went to different hunting society and everywhere fungen them, and even those of you that do the after Timmy's show, I have seen that as well. Anytime you interview something new, you have to introduce yourself again. Maimuna and Aisatu Koli, you guys did it again at the airport yesterday. Whenever you come back, you have to keep introducing yourselves. You don't reintroduce yourself all the time. Bokai, every 3 to 5 minutes, yenage setan after Timmy's show, man la sen boka sen harit, awa gise. Yenage setan after Timmy's show, man la sen boka sen harit, awa gise. You cannot keep saying that every single time. If you introduce yourself the first time at the beginning, you can come back occasionally 2 or 3 times during the thing, but it doesn't have to be every single time that you reintroduce yourself. And I wanted to add.
Yes, adding that, I think when you are editing while shooting, you should always have a keyword. And I want you to answer that. Salim, what is your name? Bintu Sinate. Tuane to Bintu. Bintu, what is my keyword at Semester Avenue?
But sometimes you will be saying Mr. Avenue, I won't understand, then you will repeat it 2 or 3 times, then by then I will understand that it's
All right. So if you are editing while shooting and you want your cameraman to stop, let's say the show is called After Timis, and you want the person to stop, you will say Timis bit, Timis bit, Timis bit. So that anytime people hear Timis bit, Timis bit, Timis bit, sila mo hamne jehna. Kung nga demati nga ini lenen. So what Mr. Joof is saying make a lot of sense. At the end of the day, if they're boring, come too much introduction. If I get bored. So come let's say Christmas, you nagi banyo or New Year, you nagi kasi different hunting as well. You can also do that by hunting. So of course make more lively. So Mr. Joof Kurbani want to go. So before she go, I would like you to give her the mic and she talk. She said she did it last year. I told her last year and this year is not the same. We want our program, even Mr. Joof, what he did last year, we don't want him to do the same thing. We want him to do more than that so that people new slow ears. That is why people are appreciating Gambian talents. So Kurbali, Slam. Hey, Kurbali. Hey, all of you, Nengo Tati, me never have a favor. Kurbari, 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 kurbari. Bram bragan why?
Okay. Jata now Kulubali is in Bakau. Jata Kulubali is in Bakau, so you can interview Kulubali to tell us what is in Bakau, Jata.
Yeah, but Mr. Joof, Jata just came now. No, sorry, give me the mic. Jata came now. I think you should give somebody because the way Jata is interviewing, I think it is Nakala down. I'm not seeing that nice feeling as if you were interviewing. So he came now. You should give it to somebody that was here so that Jata can learn from it because his interview with Maimuna. If Maimuna is boring, Jata should give Maimuna that fire. So that's what I believe. You agree? Yes, I should Jada come so that you can learn. Anybody? Go. Yeah, it should be lively. Let us learn from it. No, Jada, come here so that you can learn.
In fact,
So
me,
look
I'm
at
shutting down Fatu. I'm shutting down completely. You can take charge before Makuma said the hand or fee.
so I'm gonna get
You record la. You record la Tyro la def. Ana waro duma def. Waaw ba tey rek mbokk yi ñu ngi leen as a live coverage of suñ Christmas Eve. Mr. Joof ba bye. Pa Ousman yi koy taa. Sa handul
because we have to talk about it. Huh?
Kona fa ñaming hanim bi mban Christmas Eve live program na ke kam yalon ko na reporter solve on the ground ibe live coverage ke kam mole nanata event sol mi be on full kam so na reporter fana mi yalon ko wolem fatu kuru barite atabe bakawle so ma fatu dundila na fana nyininka je kuol be ta ka ñaming and because na ne ko bakaw keta dulami yanko bakaw mi dula kandiri mbati nanata performance sakaro nanata ambience sakaro so ma kurbali bula rek ay dunna kurbali be moy kan
ambe moy kane aishatu barka bake an comme na iya fu nyami tendrung ambe baka wala ten sainting ni amay bakaw musati balti bakaw mudulati mi yalla neko safo gambia ben na wado sita mobe kata benje min keta ila stadium modi bakaw stadium modi arim fana najel fana min keta mola the big celebrity ka fo me ko jisul ade fana bota bakawle oto bakaw manget blandin ni ko bakaw tendrung mol kam bakaw muta damin to kam ta bla bad ani ka bi comme na fa nyami tendrung jamde am fela janten right now to comme ñu yembe tama kan sainten aisot
kurbali ya fole ko jisul bita independent stadium moto
Sorry, with no disrespect. Yeah, no, I want to
understand.
Because Mr. Joof is not here. Okay. So I will not know exactly what Kurbali is saying. Please.
Okay. Deguma all of them, Mr. Joof na man dega all of.
Yeah, I want to know because if not, luma emphasize.
Wow, waaw kon bokkay rek Coulibaly mu ngi bakaw te jéem nañoo waxtaan ak moom te mu ngi doon wax ne Jizzle mi nekk one of Gambians finest artists moom moo nekk biir stadium di also entertain waa bakaw ya ko xam ne bakaw la jógee so Coulibaly ma bëgg rek nga wax ñu Jizzle ndax duga na wala dugaangut si biir stade
waaw jërëjëf Aïssatou sa laajte bi kontaan naa si trop comme nu ma leen ko waxee rek ba ko fi time bi mu ngi toj Jizzle mu ngi nii right now dañoo dugga si biir living bi si biir stade bi waaye dañ gis na fii a lot of artists are here nga am Miss Jobis nga am Flembas and a lot of artists like I say bakaw fii moom mooy loolu daal damay wax bakaw tey moo gën a nekk soo ñëwee all the around the places Sénégambia Banjul waa bakaw moo nekk place boo xamante ne Jizzle mu ngi fii ba pare xam na artistes yu bëri ñoom ñun comme ñoom tii nga am ñoom waaye di ñoom yëpp ñu ngi fii si biir stade bi fii right now Aïssatou
waa ñu bugg a xam
can I just say something Coulibaly mu ngi bëggoon a mistake with Miss Jobis and mu say right so sometimes like she did that is how everybody should do it so bëggee mistake let's say you want to call nakalam Jata Ibrahim and you forget Ibrahim's name and you are like Ibris, don't repeat it. Just go ahead. People will never notice that make mistake. Okay? So Coulibaly, that was it. It's good. Yeah.
ba tey rek Coulibaly ñu bëgg a xam ambiance bi naka la fa mel compared to last year ak this year kon nga xam ne Covid bi mu ngi woon around léegi Covid nekkaatu fi ndax bakaw génn nañ comme luñ dee génnee su ñëwee wàllum génn dem si stadium bi pour entertain seen bopp.
Aïssatou like I say fii si stadium bi right now fii nit yi dañ génn in a large of number is quite different la comme last year dañ gisoon nit yi dañ génn waa ku nekk mu ngi ragal ne wa COVID-19 waaye this year nag nit yi dañ génn in a large of number even nekkul bakaw kese waaye nit yi dañ ñëwul different places di ñëw attend programme bi mu xamante ne Jizzle loolu la oote te mu xamante ne te moo nekk bés boo xamante bés bu rëy la New Year Eve.
All right, thank you.
Jërëjëf Coulibaly, jërëjëf.
All right, so thank you, Coulibaly. But before you go, let me just discuss with all of you about the time and what we will be doing. You know, Christmas, how do you call it? New Year is on the 31st, right? Right? New Year Eve. Yes, it's 31st. So all of you guys, we will provide dinner for everybody. But if you want to eat dinner at your house, I don't have a problem with that. But 8 o'clock, everybody should be here. And 9, everybody should be out of this office. All right? So, Jata, what I'm saying, please write it down for me. All right? So, anybody who is here, who is not interested to cover the New Year, can you just raise your hand up? Let me know. You are not interested. You don't want to cover. Why, Jata? You have an emergency? Or is it because you are a Muslim, you don't want to cover? Did you tell Mr. Joof?
No, since last year, this was the problem. This is why I didn't cover it. I told Ida.
And what does that have to do with that?
Huh?
If you were working, being a Muslim or whatsoever, do you know me? I don't hug people. Because some people, then I hug, sorry to say, you am spray bohamne your like loco because then they gawa say help and all that. But do you know with your work, definitely nagala push kunga have certain things? Yeah. So we will talk about that off camera, myself, you and Mr. Joof, okay? So Jata say yen ni setan kena si suma staff mine do cover because mom Julit la so do them. So but we will talk about that. All right, who is here? Who is not going to cover? Because I don't want to write people's name and at the end of the day, didn't go on. Kai. Ngana lu tax do mëna cover?
New Year's Eve suñ kewe daf dee wait mostly daf dee fekk suma yaay mu tukki te man ak suma rakay ñoo fa nekk ñoom dañ dee génn léegi man maa ngi amee xale duma ko mën a bàyyi noonu.
And did Mr. Joof tell you guys he have a news for you guys?
Yes, the party.
No, not the party. There are certain people that Mr. Joof. Anyway, let me just leave it. He said it. Did he mention names?
No, not yet.
He didn't mention names. So Mr. Joof will be promoting people I think he talked about that. If he did, let me also say that. Yes, Mr. Joof also said he will be empowering other people. So Mr. Joof also said that there are people that are sacrificing. Personally, at my house, everybody, bu leen neexee ñu génn, bu leen neexee they don't go out or whatsoever, let them be there. But my work, honestly, I go in for it. So if you don't see anybody more empower or whatsoever, don't say naka la man bokuma or man liyuma, because these are the days we have to empower the people that will be watching. Because ñu bari ñu ngi si Europe bi, it's boring to them. Ñu bari ñu ngi si Europe bi den bëgg xam lan moo nekk si seen dëkka. So waxee ne man duma lii ku mel ni Musa dafa amee jabar, dafa amee doom, dafa amee njaboot te ñu iya dara daaw yow sa jabar ak sa doom ngeen dem. But ñu iya fii la Musa di leen nekk ba sometimes 6 o'clock or 8 o'clock si suba mu doog a génn. And right now maanaam moom ñu ngi stratégie. But su ma nit bëggee wane dama am jëkkër o dama am doom o dama lii, for some of us ñu ngi amee doom. Some of us si suñ kër yi duñ fa dee gis kenn. But because of the work, we have to sacrifice. And sacrifice, like I said, always be. Mangis I said to them, park office be and all that. No matter again, mangi happy. Suma pare na manyo them disclose at the people. I want people you need def ligay. That's what I want. Mother Musa is Mansuma favorite staff. He is my favorite. Musuma hulo ag Musa anytime. Doko Musa jo ligay sa minala damali or le. Te mungi ame yenen ligay. But the sacrifice that he does, you truly appreciate it. Te mom, he is behind the camera. Mother legi Julie su jotee duma de only promote journalism. Léegi gis nga ne Julie su jotee Aida daf dee am outfit, Musa daf dee am outfit, Sanyang daf dee am outfit ak Lamin Cissé te ñoom ñëpp they are videographers. Suma journalist I don't mind, because some journalists is only presenting loolu rek leen dee def ñu ñëw rek toog rek ñu wax fekk naka la loolu tuda comme man suma maasi sam dama dee toog ma am ku ma may daala bu ees yére bu ees te fekk suma liggéey bi caméraman bi su ko defutoon mu baax ñiti duñ xam ne Fatou mu ngi alive. So all of us, let us make sure you work hard. Dama nga educate sa sister or sa brother bala leen ma ne ñun suñ liggéey kaay bi de basi Christmas or basi New Year den dee liggéey lii ak lii ak lii su ko defee yow tam nga bokkasi. I stopped there. So if you want a part of it, I don't have a problem. So I nakala kituda Bintu, you are just coming right now. So nakanga tuda Ibrahim, write that Ibrahim Jata will not attend it because he's a Muslim. Write that Bintu Sinata will not attend it because nobody will be at their house. So their reasons might be genuine. I'm not saying it's not genuine, but I'm just also trying to tell all of you, ngen try and empower send parents, ngen explain al guy the nature of work that you are doing. There are certain places you work for, like ñun bu ñoo nekk GRTS ñu ngi liggéey. I work at GRTS. ñun ñoo daan def ñun neen la programme. We were the first young people ñu fa daan def programme. Man la Abdoulaye Badji GRTS mi ngeen a dégga ñun ñoo daan nekk foofu ak Sabali, not Momadou Sabali but the other Momadou Sabali suma schoolmate la together with Sukay Soxna ñun ñoo daan def programme boobu. Aida Kebe interviewed her and Aida Job di ko wax loolu noonu sa boss man ak moom ñun ñoo daan den first def ñu daan def programme. So anything you do you have to sacrifice dem la ngeen experience and families. So Christmas is coming and New Year is Sirif starting his program. Did he start? Oh, call him quickly because we have to write the different place. Our dinga available. Bintu, your dinga available. Maimuna dinga available. Wow, New Year's Day and the second day, we all have to sacrifice 2 days. Don't allow. Basically, on the 31st, we don't need to see anybody in the office. Subabi, you all can stay home. Ngen relax, ngen no pare ku gudi bi ngen muna ñew. Ku buga dem salon, mu tela dem salon by 8 o'clock. All of us should be here. 9 ñun naka 8 ñun ñep ñu leka by 8:30 ñu génna because we don't have car. Unless ñu du setan ku ñu mëna provide a car or may ñu xaalis ñu jël town trip. You have a car? A car? A concern? Okay, all right. Just hold on a bit. Let me settle this after you can raise your concern, okay? So, where is Sheriff? All right, we will be going to Banjul. Jata, you can write Banjul. You can write Westfield. You can write Senegambia. And which place? Birkama. Any other place? Wouldn't feel that if they nit also. Huh? You're irregular. Do you have any place? Any other place? They booked it down. Oh, sorry. Sheriff, Garmi, very good. Anna Sheriff, call Sheriff. Sheriff, please come quickly. Let's discuss, okay? So I'm writing about the New Year plan. Who just went out? I said today, okay. New Year plan. Garmi, dinga muna attend New Year. Yes. Wow, I know. Dinga muna attend. Wow. Okay. How about you, Sheriff? Yeah.
Well, I did not plan it. No.
Okay.
Yeah,
But I want to add you to Brikama team.
Brikama.
Yes.
Okay. No problem.
Will you be available?
At Brikama?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, cool. So, right, Sheriff Nakala. Sheriff contest name Birkama. Right, Kurbari's name. Are you ready to cover? Okay, you can write Diba's name that she cannot cover up, just like where you are writing your names. Huh? What is your reason? What is your reason of not going? Family? Huh? Family event. But the New Year's Eve is what day? 31st is what day? It's Friday. It's not Saturday. It's Friday night. Okay, right there, she have a family event. Yeah, because I don't want to be justifying for people. So my way message you ki munge try or ki munge defli or ki munge daf ma la the reason. So just write it there because after here I'm gonna fight everything. So Sheriff Nagalaktura Kurubali, and maybe you can put Hazali's name for Birkama team as videographer. So you would do the Birkama will be purely Mandinka, okay? So you and Sheriff will cover it. All right? So Sheriff, you don't need to come here because you're staying at Birkama. Unless if you want to come. Yeah. So Kurbali, you have to come because you will be going with Hazali together with your gadget so that Hazali can check the mic if it's going where you are so that you can also know that some mic be mungiba and everything, okay?
Okay, what I want to ask is first we are going to Brikama, and Brikama is far from the office now. So after 12 midnight, are we coming back directly or we will stay there and do interview till around 1? Like the way we do it last year here. Last year I was here in Westfield.
Yeah, I'm even suggesting this year I want people to sleep over in the office, if you don't mind, because from the New Year's Eve, straight Banjul, just like the New Year's Day, what we did at Banjul, in the morning we have to be in Banjul again. Especially to some of you, we want you to be there because Musa will not be there. We will not set our live streaming and everything early. We will set it at 2. But in the morning, we want people to go and bring us videos and images and everything. Then once Musa came, Musa will start to air it. Then you guys don't need to be in Banjul throughout the whole day, if you would understand what I mean. Yeah. So we are always learning from what is happening. If you look at Aisha Diallo, she delivered. But do you see her during the Christmas day? She was here with her baby. Be at 6 o'clock. Dafa ini domam bi. Si suba bi. Mung fi fi la don liggéey. Mo moo nekk on the air all the projects that people are saying. So if you want, you can go home and early in the morning again by 10 o'clock you should be again in the office. If that makes sense to you. It's up to you. All right, but you have to come to the office so that your cameraman can test your mic and audio. If not, you guys go to the ground and some mic be demoed or whatsoever. You would not know. Bintu, if we go out to the field, what do I do? And sometimes who tests the mic if it's not me? Yes. Sometimes nga gis may muna mu téye mic bi hello Bintu di seet ndax ñëw na na ñëwut. But so bàyyee sa cameraman bi everything su ñëwutee kenn doo xam na mun nga na munuloo. Yes, that's it. So Birkama team is finished. Then it's Kurbali, Sheriff Conte, and Hazali Jata. All right? New Year's Eve, Birkama team. So Westfield team, you can put nakala kitura. Garmi. Famata, are you available? Huh?
I don't know yet until I discuss it with my husband because we have something to do on that. But we'll look at it.
All right, you can write Fatmata don't know, but she have to discuss with her husband, and after discussing with her husband, she will let me know. All right, any other videographer in the office? All right, put Lamin Sister's name there at Westfield. Nala ko, Kanla. Okay. All right. Aisha, you can talk about your concern whilst I talk to Anna. Go ahead. You make it. It's okay. If you have concerns, we all learn from it. So everybody can speak. Yeah, you can. Thank you. Huh?
Okay. My first concern is with regards to the car, because we know your car, it's not that much good, and probably Ida will not be attending because of the demise of her father. I am suggesting if we could have at least a minivan that will at least be dropping people from their destination and picking them up. Why? Because I think Sigud the Faneka, because Mr. Joof said that it's going to be a 5-hour program. People will be here by 8 and then be at their destination probably by 9 or 10. So you will see, for example, when you are done with your thing, other people also have to work the, on the following day, because people like probably I and Maimuna and others will be working the following day, and we understand how to get a car is difficult. One, and also the safety of, I think, people who are going out, it's also important, and also safeguarding your gadgets also, it's important. But if we have a car, at least the driver could have go around and pick people up. If anyone wants to sleep at the office, the person can sleep at the office. If anyone has another engagement to do, because we are all from families, we all have friends. Probably our friends might also be engaging in some other thing, but then you want to do your work first before rejoining those people. I think it's absolutely good, for at least being much more cautious of what we are doing, nga may ñooñu tamit time. If they do whatever they have to do and then they return the gadgets back, let them go home. People like me might want to go home and then rest for the following day. So I think consumer concern be for them to have at least a car who will be taking people and then dropping people and then taking them back to the office, and then you find their final destination. I think that is a concern that I have. And the other concern is with regards to
Okay, Aisha, first let me address the one that you talked about. Hello. This is what Gambian talents need. We want people that are genuine. Gis nga so amé concern or nga am issue or nga am anything nga ne nga tok nga def ko Joe, which I said in quote, I know very well because I see that, and sometimes I said it. So duga say nga gis bora munopi or whatsoever. People like us, man, am experience when it comes to new young people, nun they behave. So this is what I want all the time. So I mean, any concern, ñewal nga ini ko su ko defé ñun ñep ñu nekk on the same page, and people are watching. I said to me ne duñu am moto ko su ñoo dem ñu ut a minivan that include logistic, especially when it comes to van. Fanasi Julibi, some of you gis ngeen ne van suñ ko solé, we should spend 3,000 just for van, not essence. Only the van. And soon what a van we mu ngi drop ñiti one by one si sen kerry or si sen place daf de. No, just excuse Mama ñew. Bo de yangi wa about the issue of solena ñibi si sen kerry.
No, I didn't say that.
Okay.
I said minivan bi. But we may just need it from the office, because obviously time when pour get a car fat time, let's be honest, no, the very difficult, because don't wanna am moto feeling nga buga wax ne da nga jël a normal taxi or a normal van bo xamne da fly them mu yobula ba sa destination. But at least if we have a minivan ko xamne da fa jël every team bo xam team bu wara dem Banjul koku nonu mun na yobu
team bu war a dem Banjul team yu war a dem Sénégal mu yóbbu gaay mu demee nii mu yóbbu Brikama mu ñëw borom van mun na moo dem defi ji other plan sax ba time buñ ko wax groupe bu njëkk a pare mun na moo dem jëli ñooñu mu assi leen si biir office what I said was mu assi leen back to the office let them return their gadgets back ñoo xam ne ñooñu tam they have probably an other engagements to do because Mr. Yu dafa wax ne panel bi will start it's going to be a 5-hour panel then naa assi la for 20 minutes or 15 minutes nga def sa def rek yow nga continuer sa interview bi te xam naa ne you will not be interviewing the whole crowd boo xam ne boobu moo fa nekk you just have to pick and choose any other person that you're going to interview and then yow nga ñib si waat because obviously we are all from families as well probably man dinaa bugg a dem family engagement wala ma dem tëdda ma nelaw because I have
not only family engagement, say your other engagement.
No, I have family engagements that day. No, I am actually not having a boyfriend, So, pour nga dem tëdda because da nga bugg a prepare sa boppa because yaa ngi am event si election. Loolu laa doon wax.
All right. Yes, but I want all of us to be real. When we are having our challenges as well, we don't have help, and Mr. Joof is doing this project alone. Dinabi, can we have this one class? Dinabi alone, it costs a lot of money. Mu war say boole transportation going to one place to another. I think barki demala or last week ñom don dem project you have to pay 300, Lamin have to pay 300, town trip the other person pay 300, so we don't have help. But man, personally, I would take that up by calling few people that I know and see if we would have help. But I'm not going to assure anybody we might have van because it's very, very difficult. See, Julie B, some of you realize and then you search, right? Van B. Do you see that? Do you know that? Sembu, you were not with us, right? But van bi nga xamne daf dañu ko abal ku ñu use ko dafa am ku dem weki battery bi sacha ko. Yes, a day like that. And sometimes ñi dee am van yi dañ dee gis in court, not all, but da nga gis gaay dañ dee def dugalante. Let's say ñun ñu ngi ci biir fil bi di liggéey nga gis nga ne benn boy ne waaw maa ngi yóbbu télé bi ay gaawalantur ñun ñëpp a ngi dugga ci biir maa ngi engine pro wekil ma battery bi su ko defee kenn bu mu ko xam. All that do happen. So man, personally, I don't want to be taking people's thing. And tay Gambian talent talk ne ba am moto, at least am ne ben moto o ñaar. I'm not time yo xamne we don't have any of those. And I remember fully ñun dañ dee dugga van ñu ne ñu ngi dem naka la def ci sun project lu nekk nanka la. And all of this, especially so lena def liggéey bi with good heart, with commitment, I'm telling you, anything can come in place. Anything can come. Aida ku ko toog mu wax ko ne tey dina am moto, she will never believe ne loolu dafa am. Ku toog tey mu ne Fatou Sama di nga am moto doo ko musa believe nekkul góor moo la ko may nekku danga ko njaalo or danga ko cagatu or danga ko ñaan or anything. It comes purely si sa doorstep. So let us all be up, but then take that up with me. I would call somebody that I know and maybe dinañu help su dee moom it amutli. But let us all know ne we also have our own challenges. All right. And the other boy, when you don't help with the issue of motor, I think our solar don't handle or somebody kiran dawal moto bele nele moto aida bi moy the other boy si election bi. Fok na ne gis ngeen ne bum demee mu ñëw dafa ñëw moto bi dafa machine bi daf ko xaar si digga. Dama am ko fay 4,500 ko ñu fix loolu kum ko yóbbul kooku munut moto den am ko joxate ko keneen timing election bi. Lu ñu toog maa ngi prison and everything maa ngi toog ak ay stress du jeex. And until this minute, motor bi mu ngi still am issue, and we don't have anybody to fix it. So in ñeneen da nga gis dañ am seen own problem or seen own anything. So all of us are here in case maybe you have a good brother or you have a good fan boo xam ne dañ seetaan Gambian Talents hit na mu ngi am moto waxal kooku abal ñu sa moto borom mun na moo ñëw mu join ñu soo xoolee ku mel ni Sol daf ñu daan join whilst ñu ngi def présenté mu ànd ak moto and everything as lii loolu noonu la def ba mu am employment through Gambian Talents. So sacrifice pay. Some of you, mashallah, you came from a good family or you have a brother who am moto. You can tell the person, "Kumu abal and then we can go ahead." And Mr. You've all the time of what the father floor hamne lola mun sutire mun nalaw. Because they should what they talk New Year you get a whole van New Year program. We don't have a zero sponsor. Some of you are doing program and some programs are very good. But until this minute, do you see any sponsor? Because Gambian Talent all the time, Pa Ousman, Lipalo Hamne, Degala si Gambia, Dafa talk, we game in Yamuwako. Need to do they sponsor people like that. So social media, we have that challenge. So it's very, very difficult. But I will try immediately from here. Remind me. I will call somebody and I will talk to the person. If koku munama abal vanambi, we will go ahead with that. I promise with that. All right. So the other thing that we want to talk about is Westfield team. So I said you put Garmi and Lamin Sise and anybody Garmi. Okay, you can put Maimuna as well. I'm jigging. Huh? So did you put their names? Huh? All right. So we can have Team Banjo. Put Aissatou Koli's name. You are available, Aissatou. Aissatou Toure. Are you available? Yes, you can put no. Sorry, Genel Aissatou Koli Turambe. Genel Turam. Yeah. Put all our soul. Naga? Our gise and our soul. Did you? And this, maybe there might be changes, okay? All of you know that there might be changes. Because Mr. Joof mo said, okay, what will na def ki fitut ko fi, ki fele la fit. All right, did you put two of them? Huh? So our encourage na two of you. Ngen setan sun new year program nin ko de defe so da mo live, okay? All right, ban camera passing la def yo. Yang ame iPhone, right? You have an iPhone. There for few minutes ko new in live. Only for few minutes ko Mr. Joof mo gis guy yéen da ngeen a record edit white shit so la ñëwee Musa dafa dugal yooyu ñun dañoo stay fii man Musa. So you can put this award night. There is an award night. Senegambia team. Put Aissatou Koli and Musa Jine. And Aissatou Koli and Sanyang, Ibrahim Sanyang. They would use the U live. From here, let me call Chris Black. And I arrange with that. But before I'm going to do a program, in the Senegambia outside when you get Bob first. At least for few hours, then you can do a CB.
Love it.
Are you ready? Huh? Anybody that I didn't mention their names, who is here, or who feel ne Fuma put Turambe is not good for them? Yeah, you have a concern. But before giving you, I think she said he had a concern, but it's only one concern she talked about. So I think I have settled that one.
Yes. My turn.
But everybody should be here by 8. 9, everybody go out.
And
yes. So that by 8:30, or everybody eat. I would be alone. Aissatou Koli is not nakala. Ida Kebe is not around. Ida Kebe travels by my house, my phone in case my call. Ida Kebe is not around, so it's only me and Musa that will be doing it together with Sanyang, nakala Sanyang and Lamin. It's only 4 of us that will be doing the work. So it's going to be really, really tight with us, and the same time to as well. I think Aissatou Jala will be joining me to help me walk. Yeah. So you have to make sure everybody come here so that you tell again. So then tell again, they're going to observe environment because traffic with the day block, especially Senegambia. And also some of you that will be going to buy hit the Westfield, there is no major problem because Westfield, sorry, you understand?
the second concern is with regards to the following day, which is New Year celebration in Banjul, because we know everyone around the Combos travel to Banjul to at least see the hunting displays and everything. And you are talking about people going there in the morning. I think those that don't work in New Year's Eve, they could go in the morning and then do the work. Then those that we are working during the New Year's Eve could at least rest and then prepare themselves to go to Banjul to at least help them with the work. If they come, then a shift, we can do a shift, like morning shift and afternoon shift, because that's what you said the Christmas will be, where unfortunately it could not happen because most of the people do not show up. And I think we have to be honest to ourselves and be fair to ourselves to an extent. Waruloo bàyyi comme Aïssatou Koli mu def liggéey bi yëpp wala Maymuna or some other person mu def liggéey bi yëpp yow nga ñëw the next day you want to you smiling at people as if ñoo nekk mbaam bi yow nekkuloo mbaam bi. If you are colleagues and then we are in the same place, we have to be each other's keeper. You know, we have to help each other. Kii su téye fii yow nga téye fii. But if you want to enjoy all by yourself and you think that people don't have families or boyfriends or girlfriends to be enjoying with, I think you should not be, you have to be fair to yourself. Because I think as colleagues in other media houses that I have at least encounter with, that's what they tell me. Then they want a key afternoon la monyo key, evening la monyo key, because of what? Well, probably you have a family engagement or something. So we have to be honest to ourselves. I have a family member or a loved one who's coming in by Christmas Eve, but that I am still coming to work. So I think we have to be honest to ourselves. So that is it.
Can everybody clap for Aissatou? And I'm glad this is coming from a staff. I'm very, very, very glad. This is why I love Musa. And I love Musa from the bottom of my heart. And I say this, I love Ida from the bottom of my heart. I love Lamin Sise from the bottom of my heart. I love Ibrahim Asanyang from the bottom of my heart. And I always tell Mr. Joof, it will be very difficult for people to take these people their place. It will be very difficult. On New Year's Day, on Christmas Day, when we were on the ground, Dama don't hold Musa, and I say, Musa, please, balama aha. Balama aha, Musa sonanga. Musa balalma. Musa no, Musa sonanga. You will never see Musa stress or anything. Ligay bin you then amko sacrifice. All of us, like she said, everybody, fi kufi amud far, am na fi harit. Kufi amud harit, am na fi yai or mom or whatsoever. Last week, I recorded my grandmom complaining, saying, dang ma bay doma de ñew seetsi or doma de ñew li or doma de ñew. There are certain occasions we all have to sacrifice. Amna so tuke nga dem si yena place. If you watch I think social media, you will see some people will tell you nakala few days after li nakala after Christmas I went with my family. You know why? Because of ligay bu ñoo ligay. Some of us brothers ñu ngi Europe security guard len. Some of us brothers in Europe, si restaurant bi la ñoy liggéey. Some of us brothers in Europe, or boyfriend, ñu ngi Europe. Ñu ngi def liggéey boo xam ne bési New Year or bési Christmas da nga gis duñ am ku génn ak seen family third day or fourth day loolu yëpp dañ ko dee mën a di ko dee def. So all of us are here. Like Aïssatou said, ndax ñoom ay mbaam leen also kenn nekkut mbaam Aïcha. Liggéey bi nga def, sacrifice bi nga def, loolu moo la fay. Te yaa ngi toog fii nga gis somebody mu ngi binda ne naka la Fatou Samba ak Garmi ñoo nekk di best journalist. But the next minute kooku toog na mi ne Aïssatou mooy suma jabar. On a normal day ne yow musuloo am ku la ne dama la nopp. But because of sa liggéey moo tax tey naka la nit mu like la or whatsoever liggéey bu baax moo la dee fay. I'm telling you Aïda Kebe mu ngi fi. I think kii mooy suma seede bi naka la Awa Gisee ak kii naka la tudda Aïssatou Touré jigéen bi fi ñëw. You know what she told Aïda? Sa graduation bi everything about sa graduation man maa ko res. And man personally ba doola bi de man maa waxoon Aïda ne sa graduation everything about sa man maa ko res. So da nga bëgg a dress dama laa jot dress bu es full and I would make sure I get it. Sa graduation fee man maa koo fay. I said that to Aïda and maa ngi live and I'm saying this te loolu is between man ak moom personally. But jigéen bi bu mu ñëwee jënut si Aïda fayut Aïda xaalis Aïda lu mu ko wax 500 ñaata la fay $1,000 liggéey bu rafet moo la dee yóbbu. So Aïcha seen sacrifice bi ngeen a sacrifice bu ne fa ne mbaam ngeen de mbaam bi nga doon is good sa salary sa boss mu fay la ko mu kontaan loolu dara daaxut ko. Where I used to work information ba saa si yàlla tey dama dee toog ma ne duma musa fàtte Aisha Davis an muy anti Aisha liggéey bu ma daan def sacrifice bu ma daan def ñi ñuy wax dof bi oo tooy bi tey dof bi tooy bi moo tax ma am lu ma am. So keep sacrificing. Ken dofut, especially if you are working with Mr. Joof. Mr. Joof don't know kii mooy manager A or kii mooy manager B. Man su ma jotee ak nit si office bi Mr. Joof dafa ne yow yaa nekk at fault. Fatou kii dañ ko war a promote. Am na month yoo xam ne dama dee toog fii ma bina salary ma bina ko Musa mu ëppale ma salary. am na mode yoo xam ne ma day bina salary Aida mu ëppale ma salary and Baboucarr is the accountant and do Mr. Joof care ne Fatou Sama gis na ne Musa moo ko ëppale salary he don't care because Musa moo gën a liggéey Fatou so liggéey leen I'm telling you Aisha man sometimes billahi wallahi taala and I'm live I don't have life demal suma néeg suma cabinet lal bi yére yi ñu ngi foofu noonu yére yu tilim mi mu ngi ne mba 3 months footuma xaw ma sax naka la foot mel Aida mooma wax ma indi ko yére yi daf ko foot and she did and mu paagal ma ko ma yóbbu ko si kër bi liggéey leen sacrifice space ku sacrifice doo am dara maa la wax loolu so kum ne bum ñëw gis nga moo tax Fatou Sama mu jàng naka leen di defee vidéographie tey Aida mu ngi toog right now daf ko ne mu am dëj mu ngi noonu dafa tukki dëj bi dañ ko am ku yóbbu gaay si seen dëkka niw bi den am ku naka la jaalal niw bi ndax man damaa toog ma ne because Aida nekku fa léegi man kon duma present Aida du fi nekka mun naa toog man bisi lii man dama toog ma am dëj sorry to say kenn ñaanu ko yàlla anything can happen so nun sa tobe Gambian Talents nobody is indispensable nobody man déema dema Semester Avenue yéen dem Semester Avenue xanaa gisuma seen Semester Avenue am 1 point k kan moo leen ko tireen maa leen ko tireen am na nu moo demee sa ngeen daa xam so liggéey bu rafet rek moo laa yóbbu man tooguma ma depend on benn góor tooguma ma depend on a sister maa am sister Jatu si soxo banna she's my best sister yére bu ma mun a sol tibe bu ma sol moo ma ko jox daala bu ma sol moo ma ko jox but du mu sa toog mu ne suma rek wax na ma may ma lii te suma mag moo daa ne maa la jox yére bi o maa la may dress bi dama nga sol ko maa maaga sama mi nga xam ne through Mr. Joof moo tax ma xam ko and she's a follower of Gambian Talents lu nekk la di defal Gambian Talents last time I think she give us 15,000 si julli bi ko ñu def ko as part of suñ project ñetti dress la ma yónnee ñetti dress as a result of lan liggéey bi for now some of you were with me when Joma was saying ne mala res lii ak li Joma sa bil so liggéeyal bul consider nag kii ñëw na ñëw te man wax naa ko man ak Musa ñu doon discuss lo su nekkee ba si new year bi like si guddi bi ñu liggéey ko si suba bi ñiti pare wuñ ko dem man Fatou Samba dama dem si gram ma dem ini project si yëpp ma ini ko si biir dem leen ngeen laajte anybody that know me fanaa gar bi mi ne brodam jabaram ak man ñun ñoo bokkoon school dama nga laajte anybody den laa wane Fatou dafa bugg a programme ba nga xam ne school sax classe sax dama make up suma kanam dama bugg a àdduna American girl ne ma daan oye school ask people that know me very well because of àdduna bu ma bugga sanse bu ma bugga yére bi su ma ko solee du ma ko solaat talatuma ko because of what di liggéey bi ma liggéey si ñëw ya bi yow yaa ngi fa woon bi ma ñëwee fan naa dem dugga si bitiki jàmb ku ma sol xam nga Banjul ñaata mbokk laa fa am suma yaay waa Banjul suma papa waa Banjul la suma maam waa Banjul la suma maam mu ngi dëkk Banjul suma yaay mu ngi amee kër Banjul dama talu sax ku dem suma kër yaay ne dama dem solo because of lan liggéey bu ma liggéey and the next minute Mr. Joof mu send ma text somebody say dama like Fatou dama bëgg a def A B ak C ak moom and démba laajte ko Baboucarr I went to pick money from naka la Akuba xaw ma daalen she text she say moom dafa bëgg a support Gambian Talents genuinely and then she supported us with $15,000 as a result of Fatou la like Fatou nekkul moom mooy am xaalis bi kan mooy am xaalis office bi ñoo ko benefit lan leen dem def computer bu ees pour leen jëna mu ngi ne la si gannaaw so let us work hard man duma di am friend so ma gisee si office bi man everyday yow laa di gën a xuloo yaa sax than anybody lu ma xuloo yak Aida duma ko xuloo yak kenn but su ma toogee Mr. Joof mu ne recommendation dama ko ne I recommend Aida I recommend Musa I recommend this I recommend that Sanyang mu ngi ànd ak Maymuna every minute dama send Sanyang message démba si guddi rek laa jógee si Sanyang xuloo ak moom and here it is and I will play it to you for you guys ngeen déglu. Where is my messages with Sanyang? Ibrahim Sanyang. Where is it? Nga hall. Man ko send message. Muma latte ay question. No, bobu already air nañ ko duñ ko mëna air waat Mr. Joof ne li ma ne ko hey dama ne léegi nga def ko mu ne okay no problem I will do that here it is and I will play it for you déglu ma phone bi nag si Facebook bi demba Aida air wut ko daf ko only air si YouTube so air ko please because am na ñu bari ñu ko dee seetaan on Facebook not on YouTube so please air ko léegi ni bala ma la faya if not rek ma faya la boole la Adama Barrow. On a normal day, why should Adama Barrow come to some conversation? But because of liggéey bu rafet bi ñoo liggéey. So sacrifice. Gis ngeen paid project bu am Sanyang went there and did it. Gis nga the other paid project we have, Lamin Cissé went there and did it. Duñ la musa jox excuse. Duñ la musa jox excuse hard work pay. So bul worry about keneen ku ñëwut oo ku ñëw. I am here. Suñ demee Musa Masami 2 days mun na moo génn kër si election bi gis nga Musa dafa ñibbi 2 days Musa mu ngi toog si grand Garmi bu ñoo ñibbi Mr. Diouf dafa la may xaalis na may la xaalis and I want you to say this Garmi jaar leen si ATM bi ma jox la xaalis ma jox Musa xaalis ma jox kii nii xaalis naka la Aida xaalis am na na amul
waaw sick man am na kay waaw am na
da nga yaakaaroon loolu
non
da nga ñibbi woon kër
non maa ngi foon toog
bi nga doon liggéey soona nga na soonoo
yeah, I was tired. Extremely tired.
So there was no money in the office, and Mr. Joof called me and say, "Billahi walai talai Garmi, nakala Musa ak Aida guys and sacrifice." And then nakala the more people that nyum jo halis bu bari mo neka Musa mo neka Garmi. Ñeneen ni hit na lum leena jo bari wut. Because ñaar yoy rek fa neka throughout 2 days ñibi won sangu defun ko Musa sangu. Te Musa mu ngi am jabar góor la dafa soxla jabaram te na jabaram mu ngi ko toogal reer te ñun ñu ngi si naka la loolu tuda IEC bi benn lekka bu correct amun ko sonda ñu dem jëli ji lekka ñu ne lekka ba jeex na so hard work pays bul ma indil boobu sax dégg nga liggéeyal rek yàlla mi ne su ma ñëwut tey ma ñëw ëllëg so that is it ñun ñëpp dañoo soona moo tax ma waa all of you guys may mun a ñoo xam ne seen kër yi den sori jaru ngeen ñibbi waat soo buggee ma call sa yaay I can do that nga ñëw nga tëdda si office bi suba let's say by 10 o'clock nga sangu ngeen dem moo tax ma ne dañoo use big camera si and I expect Ami you would be there moo nekk second day naka New Year's Day bi si suba bi at 10 I would want you guys to be at the office yow Fatmata su dee guddi bi mënu leen a make I want you guys to come in the morning because soo leen demee si ground bi dama bëgg ñu yóbbu big camera si and I cannot give my big cameras to naka la Aida la okay Aida yaa ngi si suuf waaw okay so Aisha you can just continue with that so yow da nga dem ak sa moto di ngeen mën a jaala
So I think Fatu has elaborated more on suñ coverage suñ war a def so dafa des léegi suñun pour ñu execute tax bu ñu jox you know people like me I have to answer before coming to all this event so that is it. Any other concern? Okay. Baax na so léegi ban place moo des wax nañ Sénégambia team Sénégambia wax nañ team Brikama team Banjul and where else? I think Basse. Sirifo is in Basse. Gassi. Ani mam fulo moy ko. Yeah, so that is it. Mo ba jibe kanalu diamol. Ibrahim, so ite ko rich kena. Yes. We are on it. Are you going to wait for Fatu to end it? Yeah. Me, I have to go and find husband. Hey, get up. What is this? May mo na fan nga best. So para nga tira si office. Good. Mr. You've got 5 hours, sir. You come here by 8. So you come here by 8, then you go to your various destinations probably around 9, and I think Molkata around yung area to 10, 11 mafong. So that is it. Now.
Layo I have a concern dama bëgg ay sa kii mu dégg my concern
Okay, guys, we're taking a short commercial break. When we come back, our discussion for the New Year's Eve continues. Thank you. The sun.
Penmore. Penmore Physiotherapy and Rehabilitation Clinic is the first of its kind in the Gambia. We have inpatient service and outpatient services. Penmore admits patients and they have intensive rehabilitations. That means treatment 3 times a day for 5 days, from Mondays to Friday, and on Fridays they go to their families to spend time with them to have family. Our patients come on regular appointments, probably 2 or 3 times in a week for treatment. We treat patients with arthritis, with back pain, stroke patients, fractures or after fracture operation, paralysis of all types, and we do treat both young and old patients. Penmore Physiotherapy gives quality physiotherapy treatments to Gambians because we are qualified physios from different parts of the world.
dama man sama concern la dama leexlu rek parce que ndi tati fest New Year's Eve xam nga waaw xam nga non pas sax comme li ngeen war a def maanaam comme amoon naa yéene ma make fi 31st on the first ba kii waaye because of that moo tax sax 31st moo waaye man always heure bi dafa fekk dem na
yow bëgguma nga wax
ok
su dee boobu mooy sa concern
waaw ok d'accord loolu amul leen kese
ok so su la ñi di gisute jarul boobu nga wax ko ñi nga war a communicate yes so he communicated right, so he communicated earlier to me, to Mr. Joof, long since, so we'll worry about that. We will cover it, and we will do see Gambia, right? Yeah, so we'll worry, we will cover that. So basically we do even on New Year, on Christmas bi mom nekkutoon si meeting bi, but bu mu gisee audio bu ma send si groupe bi dafa ñëw moo nekk di first person ku ñëw fekk ñu si foofu noonu, different from ñoom Bintu ñi nga xam ne ñoom ñu ngi fa woon. So thank you, so bul worry about loolu. Yeah, boobu take na note. So any other concern? So I want everybody to do sacrifice. Suñ jógee si hunting naka la si New Year bi comme soo leen reporté and everything, soo leen ñëwee rek jox leen seen bagage yi Musa rek na ñëpp ñibbi kër. waaye koo xam ne jarul nga ñibbi te nga xam ne foo dëkk dafa guddi aw dafa sori and all that, office bi mu ngi fi, ñun ñëpp dañ dee sacrifice ñu fanaan suba si at 10 o'clock ñu xëy ñu dem Banjul ñu cover lool. ay dama soona ay lii it's just 2 days ñu sacrifice 2 days, sacrifice space. So major hunting ni may mun a dama bëgg nga cover ñaari hunting ñooy nekk Banjul fanaa mooy major bi right Garmi? Yes, Ekubama ak Odele. Yes, so Maimuna dinaa bëgg nga cover boobu noonu and ngeen cover ko Aisha Saturday waaw si suba waaw ne bul wax ñun yow wax sa boppa waaw yes mun nga ñëw yeah it's okay I don't have a problem si suba available lu xew si suba because danga soona. But I am insisting, I want you to come because you understand suma camera and you do a very good job. Neexu ba neex nag duma juboo ak moom waaye daf dee def liggéey bu baax su ko neexee. Yow maa ngi wax about Aïssatou doo wane kooku su ko defee boyfriend am bi gis ko xam ne kii you have a friend. I'm not saying boy lover, I say friend. Okay, no problem, no, I'm just kidding. So Aisha, I want you to cover that. Eko Baba. Danga dem ngoon danga bëgg a ñëw ngoon danga ñibbi kon danga continue throughout. All right, cool, then you will be there. Wow. Mm.
or with new interns.
Mm.
Dama bëgg ne Banjul is a very important place. Nga may mën a oo nit yu xamante ne they are start to work, experience na gars yi dem tamit at least even one people one nungira Maimuna with two of them. Or nga change because Garme he can do it. He can do interview and he's Banjul nego chala chala
Yeah,
place.
that makes sense. All right, Jata, you can change. Awa, yo andala Garmi, Westfield. Then Maimuna aki ñom ñu dem Banjul. I don't have a problem. I think that's a good one. Huh? Yeah, no. What she's saying makes sense.
Gambia is not safe anymore. Banjul is a place where nit ñu bari gaay dañ dee bàyyi fii sax dem Banjul. Understand? So you at least nga fix.
Okay, no, then that's fine. The three of you, yo, kii num tuda, Awa Gise ak yow. Léegi I leave it to you ku nga remind ma ñu attach fa góor. Waa don't worry, I will do that. Ñi nga xam ne nekkuñ di ñëw bugguma sax nga even mentional ma gaay. I will make sure I take care of that. Waaw, so yéen ñetta. Awa, so yow ak Musa, na. No, Awa amul problem. Yes. Awa amul problem. Jëkkëram man la bëgg a takka. Waaw. Waaw. Waaw, awa amul problem. I even just talk. Yeah, but what she's saying also make a lot of sense. Yeah, what she's saying makes sense. Yeah, but Garmi, comme ni ma ko dee defee rek sometimes man su ma génnee comme last week man bu ma demee dégguma kan. Oh yes, so Lamin mu ngi fa ànd yéen a ngi amee tripod soo leen tegee tripod bi Lamin mun na moo dugga yes. So good. Aisha, thank you. Famata, thank you as well. So noonu la liggéey bi ñun ñëpp nañ liggéey with good heart buñ liggéey ñu seet lan la kii def or lan la kële def suñ ko defee rek ñu nekk si jaam ak salaam, okay? So thank you, Aisha. I think that's a good idea. All right, any other suggestion? Garmi yéen kañ ngeen ay dem kañ ngeen ay génn Gambia? Waaw. No, hello, Aida. Gis nga kii Hazali mu ngi fa. Waaw mu ngi jàlla di other side bi dee dem Banjul. Boori KMC. Yow da nga sori de?
Garmi da nga wax dara wax.
Fatou ma ko war a dégg di waaw man xam nga suma feetee ñuy si Eve après dama am benn jigéen boo xam ne sama jigéen la moom si know me through Gambian Talents ma wax ok waaw comme ne am doon laaj kan la ñuy dem xam nga like normal am na ñoom suñu first team bi sax oto maanaam man dañ waroon demee oto sax waaye man damay pass pour topp leen ñoom Friday lañu war a dem waaye dama leen wax dama war a liggéey Friday so man on USD damay dem ma jël kii fly si parce que it's already late waaye man maa ko doon defee gisoo tey sa am si ay seen som biir Kaama garage seen naa la voice sa doon la ko wax loolu moo tax I came late ba USD man bu fekkee seetlu nañ I will be going in the evening bu fekkee possible waaw I will be going parce que dama war a dem
Friday.
Saturday la non Friday I will be around xam nga Saturday maanaam Friday su fekkoon Fridays yi pare na ba Saturday damay génne fi as early as possible waaye kii defar flyers yi am na yu mu pare boo lu baree bari pare wu tey nii su
Saturday evening ngay dem.
waaw
Then that's fine. Léegi yow da nga ànd ak Hazali si sa tukki bi waaw soo paree remind ma waaw Hazali laa la setabal so da nga ànd ak Hazali but then Hazali kon dina ñëw mu joinal ma benn team in Banjul su ko defee yéen ngeen mun a dem so gis ngeen office bi lor nañu yaaxal nañ suñ caméra which two of suñ caméra si dafa yaaxu suñ canon te loolu mu ngi ñu doon help si grand bi so kii mu ngi war a tukki so we will be having problem. All right, so then that's fine. Aïda Touré kaay si suba bi di nga dem Banjul ah waaw 10 o'clock ngeen naa nekk foofu waaw 10 o'clock and ngeen ko indi live so may mun a yow ak Aïssatou yéen ay nekk Banjul ok Odele right ah yow yaay nekk Ekumbamba together with Farmata then yow yaa ko filmal dégg nga Saturday bi ok live all right Saturday bi right ba dégg naa record ko after ñun ak Musa su ñoo commentary su defee ñu am loolu so Bintu are you going you will be here okay Awa Gise are you available Saturday are you available si Saturday okay so Bintu yow yaa leen a filmal yow ak kii because right now bëgguma include ñi nga xam ne nekkuñ si office bi ma lii gaay xaw ma naka la ma fix gaay ak bés bi mu jot gisuñ gaay so just like what happened to us so bind yooyu yàlla naa fiimal ba soo leen demee soo leen ko tegee si tripod yow it mun nga extend sa tripod xam naa ne nag dee bëgg a feeñ so mun nga lii ba pare yow yaa dégg soose awa yow dégguloo soose waaw yow yaa dégg soose xoolal mun nga set up sa caméra bi and everything yow nga def sa introduction bi si soose so ubbee sa caméra bi soo bëggee kii mu duga so yow HD bi ngeen a use HD beneen bi ñaari HD bi Banjul te yéen yéen a toppa any other content different from bu leen laal Ekumbamba bu leen laal Odele do you understand wow bu leen laal ga yes oh you want us to stop okay so guys we will stop in here thank you mun nga stop all right Sheriff no problem Snabal, thank you for the meeting today so any other questions?
If you want to receive monies from UK, Europe, USA, Canada, Switzerland, and the rest of the world, Supersonic's money transfer has got you covered. With the largest payout network in the Gambia, you can now receive your monies anywhere you are, from Kartong to Koina, with less hassle. Yes! You can receive monies from your family and friends in UK, Europe, USA, Canada, Switzerland, and the rest of the world with our safe, secure, fast, and convenient service that offers you the largest selection of payout locations in the Gambia. Supersonic's money transfer. We are currently in 34 African countries and counting, giving you quality money remittance services that are second to none. Visit the